Hey, welcome everybody to Dungeon Crawl Classics Playtime. Jordan and I didn't come up with a name for this series, but it's probably going to be a series, so we should at some
That's the name
point.
now. So
That's a good
Hey,
name.
I'm Lex. We're on Jordan's Jocular Junction, the best channel, the channel I most love being on of all the channels that I've been on. Yeah. Uh, and today we're playing Dungeon Crawl Classics. Specifically, we are playing a zero-level funnel called Accursed Heart of the World Ender, written by Brendan LaSalle with some editing by me. We're gonna have a lot of fun. For those unfamiliar with Dungeon Crawl Classics, it's a Gonzo RPG. It's a hack of 3rd edition D&D originally. It's very goofy, and they have this whole thing called zero level funnels, in which our players get to play a mob of peasants, usually with 1 hit point apiece, and we'll see how many survive to the end of the module. um, Other things about this was written, like I said, by Brendan LaSalle as a tournament module for their 2020 virtual tournament. You can check out that module by buying it on their website, just to throw them some support if you find that it's fun and you'll like it. I think it is digital only, this particular one. But I think that's the main stuff from me. Oh, actually, if you're interested in other zero level modules, I'll put this in the beginning rather than the end. I did at one point run another great module called Sailors on the Starless Sea, which is on a different channel, but maybe we'll link it below. So if you want to see me and Jordan doing some other DCC zero level stuff, you can check that out. But for today, we have some amazing players who have agreed to be destroyed here. This is going to be fun. Let's go around and see who they are. And I guess, like, if you have any highlights from your mob of peasants that you want to like give me like the one best little line from a peasant that you have, right? And let's start with Bob.
All right. Hi. So introducing myself as well here. Yep.
Yep.
Bob World Builder on YouTube / like Patreon and stuff / anywhere you want to Google it. And I'm playing for special guys. And really the thing that I found most fun making these characters, besides of course like rolling their horror stats for the most part, was naming them. Free stream. We mentioned a little bit of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Happened to tune into that. So my characters are named Tonadello, Neolardo, Eichel Mangelo, and Splinter, who is the dwarf. So I wanted to give him something a little different.
Excellent. Very good.
That's the
Very
fun thing
good.
about my guys.
Oh, Davis.
Yeah, I'm happy to go next. Hello, I'm Davis. I'm one of Lex's many hidden minions, and he pulls me out from time to time to play in his games, which I am very grateful to do so. I will call out my go-to character for this is going to be Bootsy the potato farmer and his goat Charmer. I got high hopes for Bootsy. He's gonna make it through this one, I swear. The last time I played a low-level campaign with Lex, I also had a farmer that made it through to the end. So we'll see how this goes.
Nice. There we go. All right, Sarah.
Hey everybody, I'm Sara the Hypegoblin. I have never played this before, and I'm very hopeful that my 1 HP very first one will make it all the way through to the end. That is my goal. Cause I just really want Rowland to just make it all the way through to the end. Cause I just want to talk like this through the whole thing. It's gonna be great.
Ooh. Picking a favorite is always a bad
Oh,
choice.
I've marked him for death. It's fine.
Jordan, I don't know if anyone's met you before. I don't think people generally don't really know who you are. So could you give us a quick, yeah.
I'm like an underground kind of YouTuber.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm Jordan. This is my channel. I have Abris the Unruly, who is a wizard apprentice. And I like him a lot, but I think the best character is Guthrie Fur the Weakheart, who his lucky sign is Wild Child, and he has a +1 in luck. And that means that he has a +5 speed. So his speed is actually 35 instead of 30. And that checks out because he's also his occupation is beekeeper. You got to run away from those bees. You got to be fast. And so that just worked out really well. And he might be my favorite strictly on all of the things that aligned with the moon. It's great.
Oh, nice. I forgot to shout it out earlier, but I was reminded in Discord. Today we've got a special person playing with us, the face of the Dungeon Crawl Classics RPG Facebook group, Bob.
I need to join that group
there.
They just decided to make your screenshot from your video the banner image of the group.
I'm glad they liked it. I'm glad they liked it.
All right. Tragedy befell you. Perhaps it was a group of raiders that took your town to the torch, or wild beasts that fell upon your traveling caravan, or nature itself that sent a flood to sweep away your home. And who can say they're surprised? This land is a collection of feuding baronies. There's no common order, not for 200 years, since the old king ruled. But your story didn't end there. You were saved. Templars of a hermetic order rescued you and brought you to their walled settlement in the wilderness. They're strange, many with mutations that they hide under their robes, elongated limbs, animal visages, plant-like growths, and extra appendages to name just a few of the things you've seen. But they are also kind. Beyond saving you, they have mended your wounds, given you comfortable beds and hot food. They have been cagey only when questioned about their appearances, referring to it as the price of their faith. But otherwise, they've been quite open, and never have they demanded anything of you, only that you not enter their temple at the center of the settlement. It has been 6 months now, and this morning, you see that the Templars have gathered at their beautiful temple to march within. The doors swing wide, and the Templars sing a song of hope. Your peasants all notice this. You see this happening. You don't think you've seen them actually go in there before, so it's kind of a big deal. And you're probably all watching from windows behind a building, maybe? I don't know. Maybe you're just standing behind them. What?
Is it a big building? Like the center temple?
The temple, yes, it's quite large. Large circular Gothic building with lots of stained glass.
I gotta say, these Templars got beautiful singing voices.
Oh yeah, they're really good. They remind me of my former employer.
Were they a singer of some kind, or?
No, they were a knight.
Oh, and they sang?
Mm-hmm.
That's real nifty.
The only nights I've ever known are silent. Usually around the winter festivus. So.
Oh, that's interesting.
Silent night. Yeah.
That's the one that's for the rest of us, right?
Right. Yeah.
I know that one.
There's a poll,
I ain't heard of this Festivus. Can you give me a bit more info on Festivus?
Long time ago, some friends and I got swept up, and we went to this weird candy cane place, and there was all kinds of, and I don't know, like candy cane worms and like all scary Grinches. It all seems like a nightmare now, though. I try not to think about it.
Now, you said candy cane. Is that a kind of potato, or is it some other
like
kind
a
of
striped potato? Yeah.
Striped potato. No, normally you're not supposed to eat those because those are typically poisonous. But all right, striped potato.
What's your name again?
Oh, I'm Bootsy, and this is my goat Charmer. And then there's a goat.
Bootsy, you kind of seem like a rude potato. I don't.
I'm rude. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
What's your favorite kind of potato?
Oh man, there are so many different kinds of potatoes. I like brown potatoes. I like light brown potatoes. I like dark brown potatoes. I like sweet potatoes. I like pretty much any kind of potato, really. Do you have a favorite potato?
I like mine fried.
That is a good way to have potatoes, I gotta say. Although any way to have a potato is a good way to have a potato, if we're being honest.
No, just fried.
I will interject as the judge here that you can choose to play all of your characters at the same time, so you can swap between them or talk in as many voices as you can at the same time if you'd like. That's a little harder, but So don't feel like you're playing one person and then you're switching to another after the one person has died or what have you, if that could possibly happen in this game. You can be like, oh, person A is going to go do this and person B is going to do this if you'd like. So just keep that in mind.
I'm not going to do that to my vocal cords. I have a voice for each of them.
Is everyone going? Like everyone except us normies are going into the temple.
Pretty much,
Correct.
yes. All the
Do they
Templars
look
are
mesmerized?
I mean, kind of. They look happy, which is nice. You know, it's nice.
Yeah, that's good. Everyone likes happy
Yeah.
people, so
I guess maybe, you know what I'll do? I'll just try to meld into the train of people. I'll just walk up next to them and act like I was always there. Maybe they won't notice.
You can do that.
all right. I'm with you. My four guys are gonna stand up in unison and just say, "We are with you," and then start walking towards.
Yeah.
Yes, my
so
other
I'll
three
say that
characters stand up.
I've had a character here who, with my scribe, who has some parchment, just kind of like taking notes on like, wow, they're going into the temple for the first time, and then wow, interesting types of potatoes I haven't heard of before. Writing all this down, and then wow, okay, some of my companions are going into this temple. We're gonna go to, so my group as well will I guess try to. Well, now a lot of our. Here's a good question for the judge. Our collective 16 or so people, are we all of the normies, or are we like among a larger group of people such that we could potentially all sneak in? Or if we all try to go in, is it just everyone?
You are all of the normies at the settlement.
Okay.
I will point out that there are a couple other, I don't want to call them normies, but there are a couple other
Sure.
people among the Templar order that do not seem to be mutated. They seem like
Okay.
regular people. There's not very many of those. They've just clearly like joined the order, so they were working with them when they found you. But yeah, I mean, if you folks all choose to go in, then that would be all of the possible player controlled characters that would be going in.
What is
Yeah,
the
I guess
laundry situation like at this place?
Oh, I mean, everything here is very clean, and yeah, they do laundry on a pretty regular basis. There might be
Mhm.
some clothes drying on clotheslines somewhere. You could, if you want to grab some robes.
Two of mine are we'll send off Gib and Jacobus to go see if they can procure some robes that the mutated
Templars,
folks
right?
here
How dare you call them cultists?
are wearing.
Yeah, no, you could certainly find that. I would
Okay.
say give me a luck roll to see how many you can acquire.
Oh, excellent. They both have a 14.
A 14. Is that under somebody's luck?
They both have a 0, so
Oh, well, in terms of the luck score.
in the luck score. Let's go with Jacobus.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then how far above is it?
It's one below.
Oh, it's one below. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. Find well, if it's one below, find one set of robes and a lot of underwear.
Embroidered with the sign of the Templars.
Wonderful.
Yeah. I think my -3 intelligence human, his name's Demote. He's gonna follow your characters, Sarah, and when you grab a robe, he will grab some underwear and put it on his head to try and blend in.
Fabulous. I think both of my characters are going to do that and just bring back the pile of underwear. Because they're also not very smart. It's going great.
Anyone who joined the line without robes. So like Davis, your character, I think you were the first one who mentioned it, I think.
Yeah, all four of my characters
Yeah.
are up there.
One of mine will go as well. No robe.
The near the end of the procession, one of the Templars turns around to see you. They are totally human, except they have a cat head. They have a cat. And they're just like, oh, So you have decided to join us in the great ceremony.
Bootsy will speak and be like, I mean, what is this? What's this great ceremony got going for it? What do we have to do? What?
The cat laughs and says, this is a great day. There's the choosing. The choosing is today. I know that in the past we said you are not allowed to enter the temple, and you certainly don't have to enter it now. Meow. But you are allowed today of all days.
Oh, okay. What? Choosing in for what? For what exactly? What am I getting choosing for?
He's like, oh, it's very exciting. I don't want to spoil the surprise, but the Grand Wazir will say when we get in. Meow. And then he like licks the back of his hand and like does this.
Oh, geez.
All right.
The Grand Wazir, you say?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, I think I'm gonna go in.
Yeah, my one fellow here, Neil Ardo, who with a noble background, he kind of felt like he belonged in there anyway, with this being probably something important going on. Sees the cat face guy turn around, and based on I guess a rumor my characters had heard beforehand, just wants to say, Gregor, is that you?
It's like, oh, my friend. Or my
Okay.
friends. I don't know which one he meant. My
Right,
friends.
yeah,
I
so-
Splinter. I remember that one. The other name conventions were slightly too difficult for me to remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, that's totally understandable. I just look at his person to see if he's still carrying a dagger that he showed me in the past.
Oh yeah, he's got it on his hip. It's in a fancy sheath. It's like carrying that with pride.
Right. Yeah. So Neil Ardo here, this noble guy, he's got a long sword himself. He's got a gold ring on his hand. He's like, that's one of the nicest other things I've seen in here. I'm gonna like in this whole Templar complex. I'm gonna follow this guy. I'm gonna go in here, and and he turns around to the other folks, I guess, in my group here who had met Gregor, and just kind of tries to nudge them along, and my guys will all shuffle in too.
I'll raise my hand. Mr. the Cat?
It's
Gregor's
Gregor.
like, yes, I am used to this now.
Very sorry, but inside, are we protected from like the elements inside? Like, are we gonna be nice and cozy?
Oh yes, it is a very secure temple.
Okay, great. Second question, is there any ritual killings going on inside this temple? I'm against those.
Gregor looks perplexed, or as much as a cat can look perplexed, and it's just like,
guys, he's got a hairball. Back up. Back up.
Yeah, Gregor coughs up a hairball really briefly, and then it's like, no, of course not. No, we would never.
Oh, okay, and I'll timidly walk in.
Wait, are you
with
wearing
my jar?
underwear
I've got a
on your
jar
head?
of honey. Nope. Well, yeah, that's a different character. That's Demode over there. I'm the beekeeper, and he's got his honey. Very good. Walking in.
At this point,
but yes, Demote will go, and I'll saunter into this temple too.
Yeah. So at this point, anybody who has underwear on their head has gotten back to the temple with the clothes, and yeah, Sarah, all your characters have gotten there as well. But pretty much everyone else, I think at this point, Gregor has filed in. So pretty much everyone else has entered, and the doors are like gonna close soon.
Is there anyone still in the courtyard?
No, Davis, all your folks have headed in, so it's just Sarah's characters and maybe like 2 of Jordan's that went off to get underwear. Are the only ones who are going towards the temple.
Didn't you say there were like 2 people that weren't normies and weren't Templar?
Well, they are Templar, but they weren't mutants, right? They're Templar that look unmutated.
Handsome.
And they went in with the procession.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think we go.
Okay. As long as that's what everybody's doing. You all enter inside.
And we
let's-
have reasons to trust these people. They've been nothing but kind to us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they've been very
for
nice.
6 months.
Mhm.
They're
Saved
like
us
6
from
months.
whatever
Go
befell
anyway.
our towns. Yeah.
Go anyway.
So, the interior of the temple is as ornate as the outside. The interior is all one vast space built around a natural hill. The floors are grass, save for a worn path that leads to a wooden shaft protruding from the hill. The stained glass windows are artfully set so that the sunlight is drawn at dawn. At dawn becomes multiple shafts of colored light, all centered on the shaft coming out of the hill. At the far south end of the hill is an altar styled to look like a miniature castle, complete with towers, crenellations, and arrow slits. The orders sort of just all arrange themselves, probably like around the like walls of this, large circular chamber, right? So they're all kind of hanging out around the edges of the room, except for one who's the fanciest and has the fanciest hat, who walks over to the hill. This guy looks normal, except that one side of his face, he doesn't have an eye, and it's not like it was removed. There's just like nothing there. And the other side of his face is covered in eyes. There's so many of them. And
What is this hat? What's so fancy about it?
oh, it's just a big fancy conical hat.
Oh, okay.
It looks great.
That is
Yeah.
a beautiful hat if I've ever seen one.
It really distracts from your eyes. We're not supposed to talk about the eyes.
Ooh,
Your hat's nice.
Which eye do you look in when you have to look? Because it's too.
You don't. It's too much.
It's difficult. Welcome, my friends, he says. We are here. We have gathered here as we do every 7 years at dawn, for the pulling of the spear, and he gestures towards the spear that's held and that's sticking out of the ground, and everyone's like, "Yeah!" and some people clap. They're very happy about it. And he says, "For too long, this land has been lawless, and it has been our order's destiny to find a new king. Whomsoever can pull the spear will be that king." And everyone's like, "Yeah!" And other one's like, "I love the royalty."
Not sure
I mean,
why
I
I'm
would say
here.
almost right off the bat, my noble guy, Neil Ardo here is like, that's me. Some royal blood, I guess, to whatever degree. And he'll step forward. Are there other people, like other Templars already kind of making their way toward
There a conga line
this-
forming around the spear.
There is a conga line. No, there are other Templars that are stepping forward. You notice the
Okay.
Templars that are stepping forward are the ones that are not mutated.
Mm,
Um,
okay.
and
So I'm getting this, I guess, just thinking to myself, Neil Ardo's like, so if I can't pull this thing, I'm probably gonna look like a cat or get some extra eyes, but could be worth it.
could be worth it. The Grand Wazir sees the peasants. He sees a bunch of people with underwear on their head, and he just says, "Ah, you who we have saved. It warms my heart for you to join in the ceremony today. Remember, we will not force you to do anything that you would not wish. But if you would like to partake in the ceremony, we would welcome you. Perhaps one of you is the true king. Be warned, failing to pull the spear has a price, as you have seen on myself and many of my order."
Is that why you look like the way you look like?
They're like, or he says, It is. We're not. We don't have royal blood.
But
nice
if
job,
you knew
buddy.
you didn't have royal blood, why would you go pulling a spear that's going to make you look like the way you look like?
The bloodline has been lost for centuries.
Mm.
No one knows who is a true descendant of the last king. It could be any of us.
It could be you.
That's true.
Demote the gentleman with the underwear on his head will walk forward like, well, I've always wanted to be a king or a cat person.
Yeah. One of the people who's like crouched down a little bit because they have like extremely long legs is they're like, it's not so bad. I mean, I can jump really far now. And then another person, this 16 or 18-year-old kid is just like, oh yeah, I mean, it actually really helps to have an extra hand, and like they've got their two arms, and then out from their chest is like another arm that waves.
Shake 3 people's hands at one time.
But the wazir will also say, and also know this: if you are changed by the spear, you have no obligation to stay here with our order. Many do, but some strike out to seek their fortune with newfound powers. It is not for us to constrain you. They're just nice. They're just nice folks, They give you free food.
So especially if Neolardo sees Demote underwear on his head guy like heading toward the spear, like Neolardo wants to get there first. He's like, okay, no way underwear on his head guy is more of a true king than me. So he's gonna get up there.
Let's make some what is it? Personality is the stat in this game for that. Let's make some personality rolls to see if you do want to get ahead in line, if you can be like, I deserve to be there. And the noble character, you can roll a d24 for that, because that seems like already something that you would be very like.
Yeah, so I'll so Neolardo actually like hands his longsword that he has just over to Tonadello, the scribe, just like, watch this for me for a second here, and I got an 11 on that personality roll.
Oh, okay.
It's not great, but.
Yeah, you try to get ahead in line, and maybe you get ahead of the other normies, but when you try to go ahead of like the normal Templars, the Grand Vizier is like, we understand that you are excited, but remember the current nobility. There is no proven ties to the original king, and we cannot favor them. And he makes you wait, but you still get to go before most of the other players, so I guess.
Sure. Yeah, a little frustrating, but I respect it.
Does anyone else want to try and get in front of? I've already forgotten this peasant's name. I just know it's like one of the Ninja Turtle names.
This is Neolardo. Not Leonardo, but Neolardo.
Neolardo. Does anyone else want to try and get in front of Neolardo?
For games, Lex, come on.
I think Rowland is just going to get in line. I don't think he's going to try and push past anyone.
Yeah, same with Bootsy. But when he hears that comment about like not favoring nobility, he's like, yeah, seize the means of protection.
Demote will run forward enthusiastically, thinking this is his chance to like make it in the world. So if I can roll a personality check, I will.
Yes, you certainly can.
8.
Oh, no.
Welcome to DCC, everybody.
Yep. Cool. Okay. Well, I'm probably just gonna go around the circle, but we'll start with Bob.
Okay.
And
what must I do?
Yeah, well, first you see the Templars who are there try to draw forth the spear, and each one will grab it, attempt to draw it forth, it doesn't budge, and then the person will double over and transform in some way. One of them gets a big crab claw hand. Another one just actually becomes really handsome, which is cool. they look, it's one of those things where you see that's like a guy with like bad teeth and like a lot of acne, and he tries to pull it and it doesn't budge, and then he like lifts his face up and it's just beautiful.
Wow.
There's another person grows bug antennae, and they're just like, well, this is weird.
Wow.
But yes, so it seems like the spear does all sorts of strange things. But
now that we've seen the magic happening, can
Yep.
one of my other characters like see if like is that just like a cursed just like a cursed spear, or is that actually like
Oh, yeah, maybe it's just
it's
you
just
touch it
a
and this
cursed
happens.
spear. Is there nothing good about it that could happen at all? How would that
That's a really good point.
character know whether it's just cursed, or they can get out of line if they want? Keep that in mind, right?
well, I have an elven glassblower. They're kind of magical, right?
Yeah, I
realize
mean a
level
little
0.
bit.
Like
Elves
just a
have more
little
of a.
bit.
Oh, yeah, you could roll intelligence for that.
All right. Which die do I use for this?
Oh, you can use a d20 for this.
D20. Heck yeah. Oh, dang. That's a 15.
Wow.
Oh,
Look at that. Your elven glassblower notices something about this spear. Not that it's cursed, but that the spear is
Beautiful
really
glasswork.
it's not glass, but it almost looks like it is. It's really ornately made. You can only obviously see the shaft of it, but it looks like 7 different types of wood that have all been warped and braided together to create this spear. It's also like, I don't know, like 8 feet. It's pretty big. But it's just the craftsmanship on it is so ornate. An elf, have seen wood crafting not any more beautiful than that. That's like, wow, this is like the skill of the ancients or something. This is a nice piece of work right here.
Kel the elven glassblower, their eyes go wide as they say, "Not in 1,000 years have I seen such beautiful craftsmanship. I'm not 1,000 years old, but still, it's incredible."
I could, just to clarify for everyone, because I'm an elf, so I could be 1,000, but I'm not. All
I
right.
could be, but I'm not. Ah! And then they faint.
And then they faint.
All right, and hearing these comments about the spear, my dwarf Splinter actually wants to just try to get a sense if he can detect, I guess, via smell, any special metals or gems that could be making up this tip of the spear that I assume is in the ground that we can't see. Just get a sense of what the rest of this thing might look like. Any metal?
It does smell very valuable, even under the ground.
Okay.
The stench permeates of this
Okay.
precious metal. The only
right.
other thing that he smells that smells really good is that dagger that Gregor the Catman has.
Yeah. And then I have to, so Splinter's gonna, speak up at this point. Has anyone ever tried to excavate the spear, or only pull it out?
One of the other people who's a lady who looks pretty normal, except she has vines for hair, is just like, no, that would be sacrilegious. We cannot.
Fair enough.
All right. Is it time for Neolardo?
Oh,
whose
yeah.
name I have now
He's
remembered
ready.
because I wrote it down.
His hand's been quivering next to the spear this whole time.
Okay. Does Neolardo have a luck bonus or penalty?
He's got a -1.
Okay. You will be rolling D%, and you want a -10% from it.
Okay.
Grab that spear.
Wow. So total 92, -10, 82.
Okay. Roll 1d4.
That's a 3.
A 3. Neolardo attempts to pull the spear from the ground.
His eyes are wide.
The spear does not budge, but
Uh-oh.
you notice you feel tingly all over, and you look down and realize that your skin has transformed into fish scales. Neolardo now has
Okay.
a 30-foot swim speed when they're not carrying a bunch of stuff.
Wow.
I was really
I just
hoping
feel
for
so
like a turtle motif there, but unfortunately not.
Yeah, that would have been so. we can reflavor the scales, be a little more reptilian, maybe. I don't
Yeah,
know.
there you go.
Alright. Cool. Wow. Okay.
He looks different.
I feel.
Is that what a
smooth.
king looks like? Did he win?
Wow.
I turn
Oh,
around and
feels
say,
smooth.
as your king, all of you may now begin to dig out the spear for me.
The wazir's like, no, none of that, you silly goose. The true king is who can pull the spear forth from the ground, and whose body does not change because their body's already perfect because they're the king. Obviously, we really love royalty.
You are a
here.
wise
I don't know.
vizier. Yeah.
But yeah, you join.
Wow.
Neolardo is gestured to join the rest of the Templar on the perimeter. Of the
Sure.
ring.
He'll quickly swing by Tonadello again to grab his longsword, but then joins the Templars.
Cool. One of Davis's characters.
Yes.
Is
Bootsy?
yeah, if one of them is in line.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna go
Bootsy's in
around.
line.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bootsy's in line. Bootsy will go next. All right. So what am I I'm rolling D%?
You're doing
minus
D%.
10?
If you have a luck bonus, like if you have +1 luck, you're adding +10%. If you have +2 luck, you're adding +20%. If you have a luck penalty, you're subtracting that amount. So if you have -1 luck, you're subtracting -10. If you have -2 luck, you're subtracting -20.
Bootsy's got a luck of 9. So let's see. So that's nothing.
Yeah.
All right. We got this here. This is it. Oh shit. Apologies. It's a 98.
A 98.
Wow.
Oh,
King?
this is great.
What is that?
This is a good one. Bootsy reaches for the spear. They try to tug it out. They can't. But then suddenly you double over as all of your muscles begin to bulge. And Bootsy becomes a Hulk-like figure. They become obscenely muscular and veined. Your strength score changes to 18.
Wow.
But you
Bootsy
have
the
to
buff.
eat. Yeah, you have to eat 3 times the normal amount of food to stay
Oh,
healthy.
that's not good.
Um,
Bootsy does not have much money or potatoes left after the past 6 months.
I'm also going to rule that it's difficult for you to fit through normal doorways.
All right, now I got to do a deeper voice for Bootsy. All right, Bootsy can get down with this. All right, down with the bourgeoisie. We will seize the means of production. We don't need a king. We will have a peasant king. We will all be kings under this God's green earth.
Some of them are like, "Oh, I don't know about this talk of not having a king," but they
Yeah, I was
gesture
like,
you.
All right, I mean, actually, you know what? I'm sorry. I think the muscles went to my head for a second. Y'all don't have to do that.
Kind of dedicated my life to having a king. This is a little awkward now. If we...
Oh, I also want to note that Bootsy's clothes are all too small for them now because
Oh.
they're so big.
Is Bootsy naked?
No,
no.
Okay.
I mean, not unless you want
Get
all
some
of the
purple spandex around your midsection.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say
Just
maybe
keeps
your
the
shorts. You
shorts.
have purple
Yeah, just
stretchy
keeps the
shorts,
shorts.
so those are still there, but everything else is torn off.
It sure is a good thing I brought my stretchy purple shorts with me. This would have been embarrassing.
Okay. Sarah, which character would you like to roll first?
Roland. Okay. It's a 7. Or no, wait, no, it's a percentile roll, isn't it?
It's a percentile roll. I was like, is
Yeah.
it a 7?
What's the if you have I have a 1 modifier for luck.
Okay, so you're adding 10% to whatever you get.
Okay. 30.
30. Okay. All right. 30.
What happens to poor Rollin?
Oh, this is fun. You
Oh,
might have
no.
to change the voice though.
Oh no.
You can't pull the spear out, but roll 1d8.
Oh no. Okay. It's a 6.
A 6. Roland transforms into an orc version of Roland. They're now just like Roland, except they're an orc.
Wow.
Oh no. I'm much more handsome.
You look fantastic.
Well, I'm gonna throw your stat adjustments into the Discord. So yeah, you do become better. You get more armor class, and you get a 1d4 natural attack.
I don't know. I think I was perfect the way I was. Okay.
Jordan.
Yes. Two things. Demote will try to pull out the spear, but also Abris, my wizard's apprentice, will saunter up to the woman with vines for hair and just kind of ask her, so did you do this as well? Like you touched it and that's how, like, you didn't have vines for hair earlier?
Yes, that's pretty much what happened.
Wow.
I wasn't chosen.
No, yes, sadly. But why did you stay? Why have you not gone off and, I don't know, join the circus? Like,
the guy with the extremely long legs is like, this seems like a question more for me, but I'll let her take it.
well, I know her. That's the thing. We go way back.
Well, the long leg guy clearly should have become a beekeeper now that he's so much faster and.
But no, she's just like, well, you know, I really believe in the mission of the order here, and I just want to help people, and that's one of our main things that we do. Try to restore the monarchy and help people. Seems like two contradictory things if you think of it from a real world perspective, you know? This is a fantasy game.
Yeah. Why, you know, I've never been in here. It's really nice. But what's with the little castle over there? Like the little miniature castle with the very detailed arrow slits.
Oh, one of our past parishioners crafted it. They thought it was cool because, you know,
Does it represent a castle in the area? Or?
No, not really. It's just like the king's castle. It's kind of, you know, where you're gonna. It's like aspirational for if you become king. You can make a castle.
If we become king, do I become very tiny?
No, I don't. I mean, I don't think so. No one's successfully pulled the spear before. That might be what
How long have you been here pulling spears?
Oh, well,
that's what I was just wondering.
The ritual is every 7 years. That's when they're allowed to do it. So she's like, well, this is my second one, right? So she's been here 7 years. But
you look great for, you know.
I'm 27.
Oh, yes. Well, you do. You look fantastic. So good.
Are there any Oh, you go ahead, Jordan.
Oh, it's okay. So Demote will pull the so that was Abris talking to Irina, and now Demote will pull if that's okay.
Sure. Does Abris have a luck modifier?
0 luck.
Okay, straight percent.
42.
42. 40.
He also has underwear on his head.
He's got underwear on his head. That's gonna alter the roll by 1 point, so it's now 43.
43.
The roll d6.
2, 1.
Demote cannot pull the spear, but when they transform, they grow thick bear-like fur all over their body. It's kind of werewolfy, or like, I don't know. You're just furry now. You don't like have animal features. You're just furry.
Just the fur.
Just the fur.
I mean, I'll take it. That's great. No more coats. Looking forward to winter.
That's true. Good for you. That really worked out pretty well. Cool. Who's next? That would be Bob, another one of your characters, if more of your characters would like to try.
Yeah, so let's see. I think my only other one who will give this a shot is Splinter, the dwarf, who's like, we gotta literally get to the bottom of this thing. This thing is too valuable to leave in the ground. I gotta at least try to pull it. But in doing so, I do want to have him, or just my guys in general, like look around. How many Templars are there? Like, just, I don't need an exact number, but yeah.
There's a couple dozen.
Okay. So yeah, a couple dozen. And like, I'm just trying to, run some back of the envelope. Like, how many people have failed to do this? Like, how long have they been trying to find this king to no avail? So Splinter, not feeling great about the odds. We'll give this a shot. He has no modifier to luck.
All right.
So just rolling the percent. That's a 73.
A 73. Wow. Okay, it's a little less interesting, but still a good one.
That's okay.
what is Splinter's highest stat?
His highest stat is agility at a 17.
Oh,
it's very agile for a dwarf.
His agility is now 20.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wow.
What is his lowest stat?
His lowest stat is strength at -2, or at a 5, actually.
At 5.
Yeah.
His strength is now 3.
Okay. Nice trade. I feel so much weaker after trying to pull that spear.
Somehow this extremely spry dwarf became more spry. Wait, actually, is there a maximum that you can go to? You might not be able to go up to 20.
I was 18, about to look at the table. I think
it is. It's 18.
It shows 18
he
for
only
rolling,
gets.
so
he only gets to.
Okay.
He only gets to go up to 1 point.
I'll take it.
+3, -3.
Yeah. Does he still lose two points from? Yeah. Okay. So strength still changed the same. It doesn't matter.
Actually,
he had such a terrible strength anyway. I don't care.
I guess
I don't
strength
care.
would only be
have the
modified
free
by 1 as well. But yeah,
Yeah.
just so happens that peasant had really high stats anyway.
Yeah, he had very extreme stats in either direction. Okay. Well, that's my last guy to give this a shot.
Sure. Okay. Davis, any more folks from your end?
Yeah, I think Pila, the halfling moneylender, will go next. I didn't have a voice for Pila. Let me think about this. All right. So Pila's gonna walk up there and she's gonna give her best shot at it. She's got a luck of 1, so I think it's a pretty good chance. I think.
Yeah.
Actually, Lex, would you mind rolling that for me? I want some of that judge luck, some of that Lex Mandrake patented luck of the gods.
I don't call him Lex Mandrake for nothing.
Oh, you know it. That's exactly what they call him too.
Lex luck TM. So I'm sorry, you said you had a +1 luck for this character?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 10%. Well, talk about Lex luck TM. I rolled really well. So base roll was an 84 plus 10 is a 94.
Wow.
Aren't you glad you asked?
More muscles.
More muscles. I will point out though, you're gonna find out in a second. Just because you roll higher doesn't mean you're rolling better on this table. Your PC. What is their name?
This is Pila, the moneylender from Chicago.
Pila. Your hand suddenly feels strange. As a demonic face grows on one of your palms. The hand is now occasionally possessed by a powerful supernatural being who will offer cryptic advice, dangerous bargains, insulting quips, or other mysterious communications.
Talk to the hand.
So you look at your hand and a face forms like, oh, hey there.
Well, oh, that's neat. Well, would you look at that? Hey everyone, look at this! I got a hand on my hand. I mean, a face on my hand. Sorry about that.
Very spooky.
Hey, I'm from Pandemonium. Name's Frank.
Oh, geez, you talk. Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, I can offer you terrible bargains or strange knowledge. Just let me know, whenever you need anything.
Can I get some strange knowledge right now? I mean, I think that.
Yeah, I was good actually.
Oh sure. Did
All right,
you
everyone,
know?
quiet down now. My hand's about to speak. I hold it out for everyone.
Did anybody know that when you travel the plains, you actually get really big and then sort of reorient yourself with where the plains are, and then you shrink back down. It's real neat, real nifty.
Well, ain't that neat? All right. Well, thanks. What was your name again?
Frank?
Frank. Thanks, Frank. All right. I'm gonna just put you away now, and they put their hands in their pocket.
Their pocket. It's like, oh, touch you little guys.
All right, now shut up, buddy. All right.
That's good. I'm glad I get to do that voice more.
Pro tip for all the kids out there: always have Lex roll for things that you want to do well at.
Yep, because that'll happen.
You'll get a cool hand on your or a face on your hand.
Every time you'll get a cool face on your hands.
Guaranteed. All right, Sarah, any more of your townsfolk?
They're not gonna try and pull the sword or the spear. But Gib is gonna go around and, all right, y'all. Anybody who wants to bid on who gets picked as king, I got the odds for you. And my gambler is gonna go around and try and get everyone to bet 5 copper on who is going to be awarded king today.
All right. Jordan, you got any more characters?
Yes. So Zako the hunter will he'll walk up and
and because we know that everybody else is out, is this your last one, or are you gonna have more people do it?
This is my last one.
Okay, cool.
Abris the apprentice wizard and Guthrie the beekeeper, they're a little too skinny. So so Zako comes up, he's big and gruff, nice awesome beard. And he does one of those spits in his hand and then he grabs it. 23. I think I got
once. Heave twice. Third time's the charm. The spear comes out of the ground.
What? I was not expecting that.
Zako
was. He was like, he goes.
This Zako pulls with all of his might, and the spear comes free of the earth. It's like 12 feet long. It's like really long.
Whoa. Okay.
But he pulls it out, and everyone's like, "We did it! We have a new king!" And everyone starts cheering, and you hear first you're just hearing the cheering. Wow, it's great. And then you begin to hear a rumbling from below. And as Zago's standing there holding the spear, suddenly you just hear this geyser-like sound of liquid erupting from the ground, as from the hole the spear was in, a torrent of blood just shoots up out of the earth. And just starts raining down on everyone. God. And some people are like, wow, this doesn't seem good. I didn't expect this to happen.
Look, there's a water show too.
Is this a part of the show? Is this a part of it? I look at Wazir. I'm like, is this part of the whole thing? The blood? Is the blood part of it? Is the blood Wazir, part of it?
You could tell all the Wazir's eyes are in shock.
Now I can't tell because you have
that was actually faced on this side. I can see.
Oh yeah, no, you didn't see. I'm sorry, Davis. What'd you say?
Well, I was just gonna say, are you shocked because you have a new king, or are you shocked because of the blood? Again, is the blood part of this whole thing?
I did not expect the blood.
Oh,
saying like,
right.
I don't. Do remain calm, everyone. I'm sure this is. And then suddenly you hear a larger rumbling from beneath the earth, and the ground splits apart, and a huge figure erupts. Jordan, who was your person who pulled the spear?
Zako the hunter.
Zako the hunter needs to make a reflex saving throw as they're thrown from the hill.
17 plus 1, 18.
Wow, he's fine. He lands
on his feet.
deftly. The earth just erupts. And a giant gaunt figure rises forth from the smoking earth. They're hideous to look upon, humanoid, somewhat muscular, but with a skeletal face. They've actually got real Skeletor vibes, honestly. They rise to their full height and slam through the roof of the temple, sending stones falling. Now I need everyone to make reflex saving throws.
Yeah.
Are we doing it for all 4 characters?
Yes, because stones are
Okay.
falling around the whole temple.
Okay. Roland gets an 8. Gib.
I'm looking for an 11. So if any, just let me
11,
know if
okay.
anyone got under 11.
Unfortunately, Pila got a 6.
Unfortunately, Roland was under 11. The rest were all
Yeah, I have
above.
two under 11 as well.
Okay, anyone who got under 11 takes 1 point of damage.
Okay.
May or
Pila
may
has
not.
more than 3 hit points. Has more than 1 hit point.
Thank goodness.
Goodbye, Roland. My sweet.
Oh
sweet child.
no. Fortunately, it was my 2 with more than 1 hit point. So
Nice. You also see, like, up above what was a beautiful spring morning. Now there are all these clouds gathering around. The figure speaks, or rather, I mean, it's a little weird. They speak in a voice that their mouth moves, but the sound doesn't come from them. Instead, you hear a voice as if someone is standing directly behind you, whispering into your ear.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah, creepy.
Yeah, you hear.
That did not sound. You might need to turn your original
Oh.
sound or something.
Yeah,
It was hard.
I couldn't make out the words.
Oh, I whispered too whispery.
Yeah, it was. The acting was too good.
My acting was
Too
too good.
sultry.
At last I am free of the cold, still earth. And then it's like, never again shall I be imprisoned. And so you also notice on this figure, they're wearing, like, I don't know, like a tunic or something, or maybe if we're gonna go with the Skeletor motif, they've got the little, like, Speedo with the flaps. You know how Skeletor does. But their chest is totally exposed, and they have this gaping wound where their heart, like over their heart, that's just, like, constantly bleeding. And
Spear-shaped wound.
A spear-shaped wound. And they reach in with their hand into their chest cavity with this sickening popping sound and tear out, all this blood and viscera coming with it, their heart that's still beating, and then they throw it up into the air, and some more blood falls on everyone. It's gross. And as the heart is flying up into the air, it unfurls a pair of gigantic bat wings and begins to fly away. So
Can I
was that
leave?
Demote that pulled the spear, or was that somebody else?
It was Zako. He's a hunter. So
Okay. Oh man, my chaotic guy, Tanadello, who just got hit by some rubble. Zako, try to hit the heart. And motions a spear throw.
I
I don't know if he can throw this 12.
just got the spear. I don't. As your kid, okay.
Throw it. The craftsmanship is beautiful.
You said it's like 12 feet long, though.
Yeah,
Can I really?
It's
throw this?
really big. You could.
Yeah,
it'd be really
it's
hard.
huge.
And this thing is
Yeah.
way up in the air. I'm not saying
I
you
don't
can't
have a lot of
try.
You could
But-
try and throw this on him instead. And Gib is going to take the underwear off of her head and hand it off.
I'll probably actually pull out my short bow and can I fire that at the heart to see if I could like stop it?
You can do that. Let's why don't we roll into an initiative so
Cool.
we can see who gets to act when. And yeah, it'll just be player based initiative, so when it's
Right.
your
Yeah.
and you can, I would say, take the highest agility mod for any of your characters and use that, so we know that Splinter's leading the way.
I rolled extremely low.
Oh, okay.
I guess.
And I'm gonna roll for the Templars and for your boy, the World Ender.
Oh, great.
Let's see.
That was in the title, right?
Yeah, we've really got the whole title has made an appearance now. Honestly.
Accursed Heart of the World Ender. Bingo. Yeah.
Yep. The let's see here.
Has someone said that yet? One of our characters should point and be like, "Look, Accursed Heart of the World Ender."
I love
Then we
it
have to
when
roll
they say
credits,
the title
though.
of the love it when they say the title of the adventure in the adventure.
In the adventure. The okay, did anybody
favorite.
get above 20? I doubt it, but I'll ask.
I did.
Oh, nice.
It was a 18.
Did anyone get? Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say it was?
18?
Oh, okay. So you're at 18.
Yeah.
Did anyone else get between 15 and 20? Nope. Okay. 10 to 15?
7.
That is not
Oh, I
between
also
10
had
and
a
15,
7.
please.
Oh, sorry. I think
So Noah got between 10 and 15. 5 to 10.
7.
and 7 as well.
So wow, we got 3 sevens. I'm sorry.
No,
What
it's
are
8,
the
8,
Templar?
7, and 7.
Oh,
Yeah.
we have okay.
I think Jordan had an 8. Yeah.
Wow. So Jordan had an 8.
Yeah.
And then Bob
And Davis and I
both
were
had
7s.
Which is funny because an 8 was what the Templar group rolled, and a 7 is what the
Hmm.
villain rolled. So everyone's just in that same area, except Sarah's character's going go so much sooner.
My character with no ranged weaponry.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Sarah, what are you doing? Also, if you look around you, many of the Templar were dead, crushed by falling rocks.
Is the
Yikes.
cat okay?
Oh, yeah. How's Gregor?
let's find out.
Right?
And my vine lady?
We get to have, yes, Gregor's fine. The Vine Lady is okay.
Mm.
Irina. And this stable hand is good. The many-handed stable hand. The Grand Wazir, though, dead.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay.
That guy didn't know crap
Rolling.
anyway. That guy didn't know anything, dude. He's worthless.
You could take his hat. It looks really nice.
Oh, crap. Yeah, the hat.
But yeah,
Quick, someone get his hat before it gets drenched in blood.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have Gib go with the underwear attack and try and throw the wadded up underwear at this thing.
At the heart.
To see if I can mess with those wings a little bit.
All right.
Oh. Elastic waistband, slingshot.
Yeah, let me think here. This is not a weapon. Do you have a way to fire it other than just the elastic waistband?
No. I have a club. I could put it on the end of my club and just
whip it. Yeah. Roll. You roll like a D14 for that.
a D14. Okay. Shoot, that is not what I wanted to roll. How do I clear this dice roller? There we go. 3.
A 3.
Yeah.
Well, that underwear flies into the air. It doesn't hit the heart, but it does get stuck on the face of the evil giant. But it's like the giant's pretty big, so it might just like hit him in the eye or something, and he's just like, God, this is awful. God, right, there's cotton right in my eye. Starts messing with it, but yeah,
At least it's clean. I think.
It's clean.
it's drying. It's probably clean.
We did establish that they do a lot of laundry here.
Yeah, it's a very clean
Yeah,
place. The okay, what are your other folks doing?
Okay, the big Skeletor guy, is he trying to actually move anywhere, or does it look like he's just staying put and
Yeah.
messing with that underwear?
He hasn't gone anywhere yet because he, ripping your heart out of your own chest takes a lot out of you.
Okay.
But he will be acting this round, but he doesn't seem like he's signaling to do anything other than like, I'm going to
Okay.
destroy everything. I'm a big kaiju monster.
Okay, Jacobus is gonna run up with his club and try to hit. Oh great, it's a D4 minus 3 for his club. I love these weapons. What's -2 damage get me?
You have a minimum of 1 damage, but remember, you still rolled a hit with a d20.
Oh, I rolled a hit with a D20. Okay. It's a 5.
That's a 5. Your peasant runs up and just starts
Mhm.
bopping this guy in the shins. Doesn't seem
Excellent.
very effective.
Excellent. Let's see, Jana's gonna try and hit with her pole. Does a 2 hit?
A 2 does not hit, I'm sorry to say.
Fabulous. That's me.
Okay. The remaining Templars, including Frederick, the stable hand, Gregor, the cat man, and Irina, the plant-haired lady, are just going to be like, oh, this is so bad. And
You don't say.
Would have thought the evil relic changing us into terrible mutated things was evil.
it's not evil. Even now, they won't believe it.
Yeah.
They're
These
just
poor
like
people.
these poor people. Let's see what they do. One of them is going to stand and fight. Another one's going to stand and fight. No, they're all going to stand and fight. Look how brave they are.
Nice.
They attack. Gregor attacks with his fancy silver dagger. He's like, I'll show you to try and mess with my new king. Meow. He doesn't hit though. And Irina has a sling. She does hit. And Frederick has 2 melee weapons. Maybe there's like 2 sticks that he's just whacking with, and then another hand is just like shaking his fist. And he manages to not hit with either of those. So yeah, we have a slingshot. Sling hits like the demon pulls the underwear out of his eye, and he's like, oh, I hate having stuff stuck in my eye. That's just the worst. And then as he's finished doing that, a slingshot bolt goes right into his eye, and he's like, oh no. And he takes some damage.
All right.
So
Good shots.
now it is Jordan.
Yeah, so your new king, Guthrie for the weak heart. Oh, that's not the new king. Zako the hunter.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's Zako the hunter, obviously.
He will take out his short bow. And is this winged heart able to get out? Is there a hole in the ceiling?
Yeah, because when the giant
think
rose
he
up, he
smashed it,
busted a
right?
hole.
Oh my gosh. So is it
Yeah.
trying to leave? Or is it like a bat caught? And it's like, oh, it hits the window a couple times. It's like,
Yeah. Maybe it does that once or twice, but no, it is trying to get out of there. It is on its way away.
okay. I'll fire a short bow attack at it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a natural 2 + 1, 3.
Oh, I see. Well,
I love DCC.
that's that won't do it, unfortunately.
Furry Demote will run up to the kaiju Skeletor with his club and underwear on his head, and he will attack with a club for a 6.
Wow.
Abris the Wizard will run back with my Vine Lady and kind of hide. And then last but not least, Guthrie Fur the Weak Heart. Is there an exit? I know they closed the door, but were we locked in?
You weren't locked in. You could leave.
Can he run over and try to push open the door to like get
Sure.
people out to try and save? He'll do that. Yeah,
Totally.
because he's very speedy. 35 speed. Runs. So
He gets
fast.
all the way to the door and pushes
Faster than a bee.
Faster than a bee. Gotta be. What? Oh,
faster than a speeding bee. Cool. That's all your folks.
that's all my folks.
Bob.
All right. I want to have Eichel Mangelo, who has a short bow, try to take a shot at this heart as well. So he's going to do that. And that's a 14 to hit.
14 is so close.
If I'm rolling with a d20. I didn't.
You are
yeah.
rolling the d20.
Okay.
I'm sorry. What are you trying to hit? I
Shoot the
forgot.
heart with a
The heart.
short bow.
A 14 does hit the heart. I was thinking of the giant, which
Cool.
would have been too low.
Okay. So d6 here is a 1 damage. Is there any reaction from the giant when that happens?
Yes. The giant is like, and it's like, what? Don't do that, you foolish mortals. He doesn't seem happy about it.
Okay.
And your
I
bolt
guess I would figure
sticks
that.
into the heart, and it was already bleeding.
Cool.
Now it's also continuing to bleed,
Sure.
but its progress out of the area has not been hindered. It wasn't hurt that much.
Okay. Fair enough. My dwarf Splinter is gonna go after Gregor's dagger and just try to wrestle that out of Gregor's hands so he can use it in this fight because
Sure.
he thinks he'd be better with it.
Okay.
So anything to roll against Gregor there if he's like trying to hold on to it?
Let's see. Gregor's a really nice guy, cat guy.
Oh,
Because
I guess I could just ask for it first. I didn't think about that. Yeah, you know what? No, he's just going for it though. He's just trying to grab
in
it.
the heat of the moment, you just gotta go for it.
Yes.
Gregor's just surprised because
Sure.
he didn't expect it. But yeah, so I'm gonna do an opposed. I mean, it'd be strength if you're trying to wrestle it away from him.
Splinter's my guy with -3 strength, but I'll go for it.
All right, so roll that d20 and subtract 3.
I rolled a natural 1, so that's
Oh.
a -2, baby.
You run up to Gregor and just go like, the dagger. Please. And Gregor's like, oh, what? Oh, and jumps because he's a cat who's been startled. But he's just like, but then after Splinter's turn has gone by, Gregor is just like, oh, my friend, if you had just wanted the dagger, you could have asked for it.
Yeah, could have just asked. Okay. Fair enough. Now I know.
You can have it
Anyway,
next round, but you
Tonadello
can't do
here.
anything with it this round.
Sure. Tonadello happens to have I bought this with his money, a 10-foot chain. And he's gonna try to AT Walker the giant. I guess alone at first. I don't know if anybody else is around, but at least just like take this chain out. He didn't have a bag, so I guess he was just carrying it and has this chain. Just gonna go after one of the, I don't know how big these like legs are. Just go after one leg right now. I don't know what that might be either. Just maybe a strength to try to hold on.
Strength or luck might work well in this scenario because it's just kind of like an odd thing.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. I rolled a 5.
which is definitely under your luck.
Yeah.
Unless it's not, which would be bad.
Oh. Well, no, my luck is 9.
Oh,
Yeah.
then you
So-
successfully rolled under your luck. You succeed.
Okay. Okay, so let's say, yeah, so Tonadello has a chain, kind of like, gets enough slack in it so he can swing it around and then just catches, I guess, the other end. So now he's like holding both ends, only around one ankle still, I think, because he's probably too big to get this 10-foot chain or across his whole stride. Is how I'm imagining this.
Yeah.
So he's just like holding on to an ankle bracelet on this giant guy now. And finally, Neolardo, my noble with reptilian, we'll just say turtle-like scaly skin and a long sword, is just gonna try to just stab down right into the foot of the other foot, we'll say, of this
Right,
giant
the big toe.
Wow, I might have to do something with this D20. That was a 3 total.
Nope.
On the attack.
Oh goodness. Okay. Is that all of your folks?
Yeah, that's all my dudes.
Okay. I'm gonna do the demon next, and then we'll get to Davis. Actually, Davis, would you like to roll 1d4 for me?
4.
A 4. Oh, great.
Stop.
The demon attempts to enact a terrible spell.
Can I veto?
Well, for all of his power, he is too excited to get the words out correctly. The piece, you all hear profane magic words, and there was a tiny spark, but no other effect. The demon looks slightly embarrassed.
Okay,
It's like, it's been like 1,000 years. This doesn't normally happen.
Not for 1,000 years. Yeah.
It's okay. You'll get it the next time, honey. Good job.
It happens to everybody.
But okay, so that's his that's
world ender.
the thing he gets to do at the as like that thing for the round, and then he actually gets his turn, which is that he gets 2 actions. Oh, where's his stat block? Oh, there it is. I was so prepared. I had it right there. He's going to he's going to speak again and and you hear that voice in the back of from behind you saying like, there is no reason for you to fight. Serve me and you will be given riches beyond your wildest dreams.
Serve me because I've got the spear.
The Templars are like, yeah.
Let's all get that big mean guy covered in blood.
So he's like, well, can't say I didn't try. And then he's going to grab. Let's see who's by his feet. We've got a couple of Bob's characters.
I
We've
have
got
2
a couple
guys
of
at his
Sarah's
feet.
characters. I'm gonna roll randomly.
One literally holding on with a chain. So
Sarah, one of your characters, you can choose which one
Oh.
that is in melee with him. He reaches down and grabs them. Or I should say he attempts to grab them. They can get a dexterity saving throw to avoid.
All right, it's going to be Jacobus. Dexterity save?
Yep.
It's actually a reflex.
Oh, it's actually a
That's
reflex save.
Reflex, yeah. How's a 1 look?
Wow. The good rolls just keep on
Jacobus.
coming. Jacobus is picked up off of the ground. And the gigantic demon is just like, I'm gonna kill you with your own guys, and then throws Jacobus at one of the other characters. Let's see. Who will they throw it at? Maybe. Oh, actually, who shot a crossbow bolt at the heart and actually hit?
Short bow, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be Eichel Mangelo.
Yeah. How can I forget? He throws Jacobus at Michelangelo. Does a 13 hit?
A 13 totally hits. AC of 9. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Oh, let's see. What is his total damage? Both characters take 29 points of damage.
Bye, Jacobus. Never even got to your voice,
Wow.
buddy.
Wow. Okay.
Jacobus!
Yeah,
No.
that's by one of my guys with more hit point.
Hmm.
As Jacobus is
H
hurled through the air.
Party decreased a lot by that.
As Jacobus is hurled through the air, you just hear Rosebud.
Yeah, and I guess he just smacks into these guys.
And now for his second attack.
All right.
Oh, this is gonna be a really short game, y'all. I'm out of
He's
characters.
going to he attempts to go towards Zako the Hunter. But you realize that he's repelled, probably by the spear. So it's like he tries to reach down for the spear, and then he's like, I can't do it. The spear's power. And he's like, no one shall wield the spear. And he grabs not another person, but like one of the fallen pieces of masonry, and hucks that at Zako.
Okay.
This is what is Zako's armor class?
11.
Oh, I didn't hit. I had to roll a nat 1 to not hit, but I didn't hit.
Oh, really? You rolled a nat 1? Do we need a fumble?
Oh, shall we see how the demon fumbles? Let's find out. What fumble table would a demon roll on?
What a line. Shall we see how the demon fumbles?
There's only one fumble.
Oh, there is only one. There's multiple crit tables, but there's only one fumble table. This is perfectly in keeping. Rolling a fumble of 1. Your incompetent blow makes you the laughing stock of the party, but otherwise causes no damage.
We're all like,
Wow.
The rock, he's got too much power, so it just, instead of hitting Zako, it just goes over Zako's head and through the open doorway and like smashes into a building, and everyone's like, what an idiot. It could be so easy. He's like, just again, 1,000 years since I've done anything. I just really, my coordination's off. I'll get there. Okay. Anyway, that's his entire turn. It is now Davis's character's turn.
All of my characters, all of my characters see what happens, and they see it's like, yo, that guy just killed another guy with one guy, and then he tried to speak into my brain. I didn't like that at all. So Pila's gonna take their hand out of their pocket and be like, Frank, what's going on with can we fight this, or is this not in our wheelhouse? He's gonna show the face.
Frank looks over, is like, oh yeah, I haven't seen that guy in a while. That's what was his name there? Gorflagrator. He got exiled from Pandemonium because he was just too much of a rude boy. But last I heard, he was coming to the human realm to just destroy everything.
So what you're saying is that we should we run away from this thing?
Oh yeah, we're all gonna die here.
All right. Bootsy will stand up and he'll be like, Charmer, you're too good for this fight. You need to get out of here and save yourself. And he's gonna smack his goat, and Charmer's gonna run for the door. Bootsy's got an intelligence of 6, so he'll run in and try and make an attack. That's a 15 plus 3.
That's a hit. Against the giant demon? You're not throwing something at the heart.
No.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 7 plus 3, 10 damage.
10 damage. Wow.
Can I do like a drive-by? Can I run by, stab him with my pitchfork, and keep running for the door?
Sure. You're only halfway to the door, but you can do that.
All right. I'll do that.
He noticed that hit. It was
Yeah. You
significant.
said 10 damage? Yeah.
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 He's like,
That's more
ah!
than that's combined.
keeps going.
I'm sorry, what kind of weapon was it?
It's a pitchfork.
Oh yeah, you stab the pitchfork into his ankle, get right in the Achilles tendon. He's just like,
Or actually,
it's going to take 6 months for that to heal.
can I stand by Zeka the hunter? He's got the
Oh,
spear.
yeah.
And all right, I'll go stand over there. I think
Sure.
that's smart.
Right next to sure, yeah, that's fine.
Or yeah, within a reasonable distance. And then Kel the elven glassblower will stand up and be like, I'm too young to die here. And Kel's a coward, so they're just gonna run straight for the door.
Sure. So they can get out the door. If any of your characters, because the door was opened by one of Jordan's characters, if any of your characters choose to run out the door, they can make it out the door.
But Foley, the dwarven miner, who I haven't given a voice to, I think let's see here. He's gonna stand up and run over to hit him with a club, and he's gonna be like, "Wow, you shouldn't be coming around here. That's what I think. Because I don't like the way you broke all that ground. All right, I appreciate the dirt and the earth." And he's gonna hit him with a club.
Roll the hit.
Dang, that's a 16.
Oh, that hits.
It's just a D4. 4 damage.
4 damage.
3 + 1. All right, I'm dealing damage.
Yeah.
And then Foley will similarly go and walk by Zeka, seeing the repelling power of the spear.
Very good. The heart takes its turn and it flies away. It is now out of range. You can still see it in the distance as it flies across this hilly region. It's not, I think it's probably not beyond the walls of the settlement yet, but it's like, it's making a beeline for, some mountains to the east. Seems to be.
The beekeeper says, yes, that does look like a beeline.
It's like a beeline, yeah. And if there's anyone who can catch up with it, it's me. We're doing new round. Sarah, any characters you have remaining may act.
Gib and Jana are both going to go running after that heart.
Cool.
How close to it can they get?
I mean, it's pretty high up in the air, so not super close, but if you run, you could probably shoot it with something.
Shoot. They don't have anything that they can really... You know what? Gib's gonna try and can I just try and throw my club at it?
Yeah, if you want.
17.
Hey, there you go. That's a great roll.
What? Do I need to put a modifier on that?
Oh.
What would I add to that?
I mean, you don't need to add anything because
Okay.
that hits. And even if you were subtracting something, it would probably still hit because the heart has an AC of 12.
Fabulous. Do you want the regular damage for the club?
Yeah, sure. I'll take 1d4 damage.
2.
2. There you go.
Jana's just gonna stand there and support.
The demon is just like, seriously, stop that. That's my most sensitive piece. Soon it will be out of your reach, and I will destroy you. Anyway, any other characters I'm sorry, Sarah, do you have any other characters, or is that everybody?
Nope, just 2.
Okay. And they both ran out, so neither of them are in the Templar anymore. Cool. Yeah. Good to know. The Templar, which was Gregor hands Splinter his dagger.
Awesome.
Here you are, my friend. And then he doesn't have cat claws because only his head is a cat. So he's just gonna bite the demon ankle. Wow, look at him. He dealt 2 points of damage. Ugh. It tastes awful, just terrible. The lady with vines for hair is going to use. She's actually going to try and use her sling on the heart because she understands what's going on here. She again rolls really well and hits and does some damage to the heart. And she'll probably also head outside in order to more easily do that. Oh yeah, and then Frederick the stable hand is going to just whack at the demon a couple times. He missed and he rolled a natural 1. So let's see how he fumbles. Rolling that fumble. Oh yeah, now his next attack roll is just worse because he fumbled his weapon. All of those hands and he still has butterfingers. It almost looks like a juggling act for a minute, but he gets it. He's holding the club in the wrong end. It's embarrassing, but that's all the Templars. Jordan.
Abris the Unruly will run out thinking that the entire thing is going to collapse, so he'll go to the door.
Sure.
Guthrie the Beekeeper is already at the door. None of
yeah.
them have any ranged attacks, so but Zako is going to take the spear and charge the giant.
Oh, my force field.
You're welcome to come with me.
Please roll to hit. The spear counts as a +3 weapon.
Whoa. Okay. 2 + 3 is 5.
I see.
Does it hit?
It does not, unfortunately. Oof.
Well, I charged him.
You charged him. And someone's like, wow, the king is so brave. You gotta hand it to him. That's all your characters, right?
No, Demote's still there, so he has a -3 intelligence. He will also attack with his club. For 9.
9 does not hit. Sorry.
Then he like chews on it. He's really embracing that furry body. So
yeah, there you go. Bob.
Okay. Who accepts the dagger will try to throw this dagger at, I guess, a leg that just because I don't want it to, like, if I miss, I don't want it to like soar off into wherever. But yeah, gonna try to throw this silver dagger.
So you were a little choppy for me for a second there. You're throwing the silver dagger at the demon, right? Not at the heart.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. At the demon. And I actually rolled a 15 there.
That will hit.
+3 agility, 18 to hit. Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome. And then the dagger damage. Here's a good question. If I'm throwing this thing, do I add agility to the damage or not?
So you can never add agility to damage. You just don't have to subtract strength.
Okay. Well, then that's a 1 damage.
Wow, double that damage because it's against a demon. 2 damage with the magic dagger.
Okay. All right. And have Tonadello, who's holding on to the one leg and the chain.
Gotta finish wrapping
will just try to ooh man, I don't know how much he can do. Well, Neil Lardo's over there too with his sword. So can 2 guys work together to get the chain around both legs?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. And what kind of roll should I for
this would be strength. If you've got 2 guys, you can use a D24 instead of a D20. Cool. And what kind of roll would I be looking for? You could give me a 12. Why not?
Okay. And as far as adding one of their strength modifiers to it, should I? 1 is a 0, 1 is a +1.
Oh, okay. Well, you can add a +1 then.
Cool. That's a 18 then.
Wow, you wrapped it around the other leg.
All right. Yeah, Neolardo and Tonadello working together here. Got this 10-foot chain around his legs. I don't know if that's really going to do anything, but they got it there.
Well, nice. Now if he tries to
Oh, and
walk around, it's going to be rough.
Would he count as entangled?
Count as entangled? I mean, his whole body isn't entangled. It's just if he wants to move anywhere, it's going to be very difficult for him. He'll probably fall, and then he'll like crush 3 people when he does.
Oh.
And I just wanted to add that Splinter, who threw the dagger, my dwarf, will try to run up and grab the dagger. So just so he retrieves it, basically.
Okay, roll luck for him.
Sure. Okay. That's a 5 out of his 11 luck.
Sure, he's able to grab that dagger.
Cool. Okay.
The world
And then all
ender's
3 of
not
my
paying
dudes
attention to
are
his feet very well.
all 3 of my guys are but then I am going to try to probably some distance next round, depending on what happens.
Okay, cool. It's the world ender's turn. Who would like to roll a d4 to see what his feature is for this round?
I will. 2.
The temple of the Holy Bloodline, the building you're staying in, changes, becoming an unholy temple to the demon. All the stained glass windows and art transform and become depictions of the world ender destroying the world, defiling holy sites, gleefully devouring handfuls of humans, etc.
Wait, that last one I didn't understand. It's a big word. Why would they just put that word on a stained glass?
It's strange, yeah.
Yeah, magic.
Then at the beginning of his turn, you notice some of his wounds heal, but not because he got dealt so much damage last round, and he doesn't get to repair all of it. Heals a few hit points. And then he's just like no, the spear. I must destroy the spear wielder. And he can't smack the person with the spear, unfortunately. So I think he's probably gonna try and pick up someone and throw them at the person with the spear. He's like gonna reach down for someone else at his feet, pick them up, and then throw them down at the person with the spear. So I need let's see here. We've got 3 of Bob's characters, and was there anybody else at his feet?
Yeah, what I have 2, the spear holder and then another guy that's got fur.
Oh, and there's 2 Templars there too. Oh, poor Frederick. He's so many hands. It doesn't help him now. I mean, he might roll a dex save. No. So he picks up Frederick. All of Frederick's arms are flailing around. Like, oh no! And then he throws Frederick downward with a colossal amount of force at Zako the Hunter.
Okay.
Let's see if he hits.
11 AC.
Does that mean an 18 would hit? I think so.
Let me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many hit points does Zako have?
3.
Oh, I see.
He had 4. He got hit on the head by a rock.
By a rock, yeah, wow. Let's see. He takes only 15 points of damage. I rolled pretty low.
Oh my god.
And Frederick also takes that much and is dead. So that you know, someone's like, the new king.
Zako.
Remember me, how I lived, a king.
And
So
then
noble.
yeah, and then he's going to probably try and smash somebody else who he actually can just bring his fist down on.
Yeah.
And we'll just see randomly who he's hitting. All right, that will be one of Bob's characters. You can pick one.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna put it between two of them though, because I really want to preserve one if possible. It's gonna be Splinter, the dwarf with the dagger.
Well, he does have a high AC because of all that dexterity, so maybe I'll miss him.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, he's a 13 AC now.
Oh, I got a
So-
15.
Oh,
Sorry.
there he goes.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no way it's not gonna kill him because
Yeah. He only had one hit.
Oh, okay, yeah. Fun
Like
fact:
total. So that was his maximum.
the world ender does 3d6 plus 10 damage. So
Okay.
yeah, he does just 20 damage to Splinter.
Right. Splinter holding the dagger at arm's length when he gets shot to the ground. Maybe someone else could pick it up.
Yeah, there's just it's just he flattens him, and there's
It's
just
just all
like
that's
a
left, yeah.
crater, like a bloody splotch, and at the end of it is just like a wrist holding a dagger.
Yeah.
But that's the world ender's turn. Davis, it's your character's turn.
All right. I guess Pila will go first. All right, I'm getting in there now. I'm going in there for to do things. I got this. And she'll run in and try and get that dagger.
Was this was the character with the demon hand, right?
This is Demon Hand.
The demon hand did say you should get out of here or we'll die.
That's
I don't know
true.
if she listens to the demon hand, but you know.
Should I roll something?
Whatever, you know.
Let's see. I'll roll against her luck and see how she feels. She rolled under. She rolled an 11. So yeah, she'll be like, you know what, everyone, I think we should probably just pack it up and move along. My buddy Frank here said that it's not a good one. That
Ooh,
we're in
yeah, we
here.
better beat feet. Just
We
get out.
gotta beat feet. All right, all right, gang. All right, and she's like, she sees the shiny dagger, but she's like, all right, see you later. runs out the door. Let's see. I'll do the same thing for Foley for all these characters. Let's see. Foley rolled a 3, and he only has 1 hit point, so he'll be like, yeah, I agree with Pila. I'm gonna get out of here as well. He runs out. Let's see. Bootsy's up next.
Bootsy was next to Zako, who got squashed by another person.
The spear is there.
The spear's right there.
Bootsy will pick up the spear.
See.
And let's see. Should he attack? It's a +3. He already has +3. It's a +6 to hit.
+6 to hit. You might hit.
+6 to damage. That seems crazy.
You will become the world ender's primary target next round if you do that. Because you're holding the spear.
What if would he follow me? Ooh. You know what? I'll pick up the spear. I'll make an attack. Oh, dang, it's a 15. So 21.
A 21 will hit. I will also point out that from where you're standing, a chain has been wrapped around the legs of the demon.
Okay. What could I do with the chain?
Well, it'll be hard.
I think
for
it
him
would
to...
be hard for it to follow
Oh,
you.
be hard to follow. Right. That's thinking.
And I will also point out, if you choose to just run, you can get out of the temple. If you choose to attack and then run, you can't get all the way out of the temple. You will still be technically in the room.
I mean, I got a 21. I feel like I gotta.
Sure. No, that's fine. Do some damage.
That's a 7 +6. So math 13.
13
damage.
Wow.
I am now the king. Bootsy screams.
This giant, extremely muscular man with purple stretchy shorts and a spear is now the king.
I have seized the means of production. I have taken down the bourgeoisie. Proletariat shall rise again.
Very good.
Bootsy's chaotic, so I play that off as being a socialist, I guess.
Sure. Does
Go
he
start an animal farm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and start a farm with all my animals, and the pigs will be in charge because they're the smartest.
does
Oh,
he
that just
hold his
reminded me
ground,
my
or does
dwarf
he
had a
start to run?
pig.
What's that, Alex?
Does he stand his ground or does he try to run?
Oh no, he pieces out. He's like,
Okay.
he's saying that as he's running away. He's like, I'm now the king. Everybody run! This is dangerous. So safe, so safe the king.
Bootsy does not get all the way out of the building, but is on his way. Anybody else for you?
Yes, Kel the Elven Glassblower was already outside, and they're just gonna keep running.
Sure.
They're just gonna keep going because they're very scared. Foley is there, and he's also just gonna run. He's like, I for one trust my king, and he runs away. That's all my characters.
Okay. At the end of the round, the heart gets too far away to attack with ranged weapons. You can see, yeah, it's making its way towards some distant hills.
Which direction? Like, is it an area we would know? Like,
not really, because this whole settlement that's over here is in a pretty wastelandy area because it's very like it's secluded, right? So there's a plain, slightly wooded, seems fine. And yeah, after it is some hills, and that seems to be where this heart is flying towards. New round. Does anybody still have characters who are still in combat? I know Bob does. Sarah,
Yeah, technically, I think I just have 2 guys.
Yeah.
Legs.
I have 1 guy there.
Okay, Sarah, do you still have anybody who's involved in the combat?
I do not.
Okay.
Both of mine are outside.
Cool. So I'm gonna skip you, and we are going to go to the Templar and see what they do. I think they're probably going. Actually, no, they're definitely going to run because their king told them to run.
Get out of there, Gordon. Right? Is he still alive?
Is Bootsy still alive? Yes.
No, Gregor, the cat.
Oh,
cat
yes,
man.
Gregor's still alive.
You gotta get out of there. Your cute little eaters are too precious to be harmed by this demon.
Yeah, Gregor and Irina will just be like, yeah, and then they run with you. Jordan, any of your folks who are still involved in the fight?
So there was a dagger that got thrown on the ground, like a fancy one. Somebody was like, grab it.
It's clutched in a hand,
take it,
a dwarven hand on the ground.
All right, I'm like, I'm sorry, and I'll take the dagger and run out as fast as I can.
Sure.
Promote just got promoted.
Demote, more like promote to cool. Bob.
Yeah, and so I have 2 guys hanging onto this chain that's around his legs, and they just look at each other, nod, and just like, I guess one of them holding the chain still, dragging it behind them, run the heck out of
there. Cool. So you leave the chain wrapping his legs and you just peace out.
No, I was because they were just holding it there. They didn't have any way to like keep this thing in place.
Oh, I assume that they had like
unless they had tried it
or something.
Okay, then yes, if that's feasible to have accomplished.
Because they succeeded in their strength thing last round. So yeah, you can do that.
Cool. Yeah. Okay, then they leave the chain on his legs for sure and book it out of there.
Sure. They book it out of there.
And high five.
So yeah, that means the only person still in the room is Bootsy. I believe. Because everyone else just had like more movement, so they were able to get farther out. But look at the bright side. He can't pick up a person and throw them at you. Think of it that way.
I am thinking it that way.
He can only
have those thoughts.
He can only pick up a rock and throw it at you.
I feel like it's only fair that one of my characters died because all of you had characters that died.
Okay, we've got, so that's all Bob's characters. Let somebody roll D4 to see what happens for its special effect for the round.
I can do it.
Yeah.
Or
2.
Jordan.
Oh, 2 has already been rolled.
Oh.
2.
Well, if we're gonna get that many 2s, then I guess nothing happens.
I dropped it off the table. It's gone forever.
It's gone forever. We'll never roll that die again. The World Ender is so frustrated because they're just like, first you're all attacking me, and then you all run away. This is you have the spear still. The first thing he's going to do is try to run closer to the person with the spear, but his legs are tangled. So he's going to make a reflex saving throw to see if he falls over. And he falls over. So he starts to, he's like, I'm going to get, what happened here? and he's
It's been 1,000 years.
It's my coordination is so bad. It's been a really, anyway, so I need Bootsy to make a reflex save to avoid being crushed by.
Bootsy's been rolling too well. I don't. Oh, that's a 10.
Oh, yeah, that's good. You do it with a 10.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Something I should bring up as a possible rule. We could burn luck in this, can't we?
Yeah.
I always think about doing that in like leveled campaigns and not in 0 level things, but and it hasn't really been relevant for a lot of this because most people's rolls have been way too low for it to be relevant. But you can burn points off of your luck score and add them to a roll. And it permanently decreases your luck score. So that means if you try and test it later, it's more difficult.
But not your luck modifier. That's the weird one.
What?
It doesn't change your luck modifier, but it does lower your luck when you're trying to.
Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, that's true. Which is kind of nice. So if Bootsy wants to burn like a point of luck, then I'd say it's cool. I want like I feel like I want a little higher than a 10.
I'm down to, yes, I'll burn some luck. 2 points?
Yeah, give me 2 points.
2 points? You can have 2 points of luck if I get to keep my potato farmer.
Okay. Your Hulk man rolls deftly out of the way as this giant falls crashing in. They like destroy another section of wall as they fall on it. They're just like, oh god, this is embarrassing. And then they instinctively try to reach for the spear and can't. And they're like, oh, this is whoa.
You will not overcome me. I will overcome you.
They're all tangled up in all this rock and masonry that they've fallen into. So yeah, that's their turn. Davis.
Bootsy's gonna look him in the eye and say, "This is what you get when you try to control people. Let the people be free. Let them work together and build a better world." Anyways, I'll see you later. It was really nice meeting you. I'm really sorry that you tripped over like this. Bye. And he's gonna run out.
He runs away. Cool. He's gone. He's out of there. The whole party is out of there. You can see as you're exiting the settlement, you can see in the distance the World Ender picking themselves back up, being like, oh jeez, it's just so embarrassing. Getting rid of that chain, and then proceeding to destroy the rest of the temple and just be like, where's that? Where did you guys go? I'm gonna get you. But at this point, you're into the plain, into the wooded plain. Yeah. And he's looking for you, but he's not gonna find you right away. We skip ahead a few hours. Davis is leaving. I'm gonna handle that cat.
Doesn't know what she wants.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention, but when everyone was leaving the temple, Gregor got to the door waiting for someone to open it, and then they opened it, and then he walked out, but then he walked back in. Yeah. But no, so skipping ahead a couple hours, our group of peasants, joined by 2 of the remaining Templars from the Order of the Royal Bloodline, have descended into the plains below the settlement, which is now being wrecked by the evil demon world ender creature, infuriated, looking for the spear so they can put a stop to anyone using it against them. Little do they know, the party has it and are trekking across the plain. It turns out it's very easy to follow the trail of this heart because it's constantly bleeding. So there is a trail of dark, gross blood on the ground.
We
Oh,
holding on
Well,
to
my
this
hunter
spear?
is. Sorry.
I don't like it.
Should we keep this spear, or should not? I'm not actually sure. It's bleeding all over the place. I don't really like it. Also, I don't really want to be king. I'm more like a social, communal kind of person. So I mean,
Wait, your spear is bleeding?
Yeah, I think you said the heart's bleeding, right?
oh, the heart's bleeding. Never mind.
Yeah, spear.
You should hold on to that spear.
Yeah.
And you
wow,
look a
that
little,
heart's
like,
bleeding. That's crazy.
have some peanuts. You look like you need to eat some more meals than a regular person. So
You know, I'm really hungry.
Bootsy's getting so hungry.
Oh man. Yeah, my dead dwarf had extra rations that I bought, but they're shoved in a hole in the temple now.
Up to
Oh
zero.
no! What kind of rations were they?
so what?
Probably pork, because he also had a pig.
Oh man,
And I don't know what happened to that pig now.
Oh no.
What do we do? I guess does the heart's extremely fast. Do any of the locals know which direction it would be going? Like, why is it flying this way? You there, cat person.
Gregor, the cat man.
Or Vine Lady. Help us out.
Yeah, good point. Would Gregor or Irina have any knowledge of this?
I mean, they didn't even think there was
Probably
a
not,
giant
actually. They didn't
demon
even know about
underneath the spear. Yeah. They knew that there was a legend about. Actually, I can tell you that from their illuminated manuscripts, they know that there's a legend about in the distant past, a great king slew a demon with the spear. Because they were the only one who could wield the spear. So that's why the order was like, oh, so whoever can pull the spear out is the king. But I think they weren't counting on the demon also reawakening when the spear was pulled out.
Yeah. Hate it when that happens.
Yeah. Whoops. So that,
Well,
yeah.
The fact that he Kali Ma'd his own heart out of his chest and let it fly away, I think we should go kill the heart.
What's a Kali
Absolutely.
Is that
Kali
like
Ma?
a
That is
person?
it's a reference. Sorry, back in the old tongue, when we reference a great hero by the name of Dr. Jones. He was swinging on a bridge, and to Kali Ma is to pull a heart out of somebody.
Oh, okay. Steve, for a minute there, I thought you knew my friend Kelly's mom. And let me tell you, she is not a nice lady. I do
Very
have this
different,
thing,
yeah.
though, that the stable hand gave me.
Oh, dang, you know,
and Gabe
Kelly?
is going to flip out that the scroll that player me forgot about earlier.
You've just been hanging on to this the whole time?
Well, I thought it might be a love letter, but it turns out it's not. I don't know what it is. But it's a thing.
I say we read it.
Unfurls the letter. Or the scroll. Can any of us read it?
So it is in the common tongue. It looks like it was written very like sloppily, but it is very old. So anyone can read it, but you don't understand. It's like there's English letters, but you don't understand what words they're forming because it's not, in.
It was obviously written by a doctor.
Yes. So
Does it appear to be, and just for the sake of investigating this a little bit, does it appear to be any kind of like cryptogram? Like, is it encoded basically, the letters, or do we think it looks like another language just using those characters?
roll intelligence or intelligence.
Okay. Yeah, my
Splinter,
noble
You're holding it upside down.
who can definitely gonna try it. Oh, and that's a crit. +1, 21.
Wow.
Nice.
from Neil
Okay.
Ardo.
This is a spell scroll.
Oh,
Give me that,
I
says
tell everyone,
Chris the
first of all.
Unruly, who is a wizard's apprentice. What does this say? Look at that.
Yeah, I would definitely give it to the Wizard's Apprentice.
Oh, okay. Here you go, honey.
I
All right.
haven't learned how to actually cast spells yet, but let me take a look.
So because
gonna
the
be your
Wizard's
first
Apprentice
one.
is a Wizard's Apprentice, you can he can roll to see if he can understand like what kind of spell it is.
Cool.
Intelligence?
Yeah.
Whee! That's a 4 + 1. That's a 5.
Wow, this
Doing
is
really good today.
Jordan.
He's just like, this is I'm telling, this is a spell scroll. It's
New D20.
oof. This is, listen, if my master was here, they know exactly what kind of spell scroll this was. But I just
Tell you, it's not written in Dwarvish.
it's
I think
yeah.
that 4 is the highest you've rolled so far, Jordan.
So- Got a new one. We're gonna try this.
But yeah, so you
It's
don't know what kind of spell is on it or what it does, but it's a spell scroll.
Yeah.
Well, I'll pocket it. I don't know.
Do you
Could
want
I
my?
could I potentially read and cast it if I am in a pinch?
Yeah, no, you can definitely read it because, like I said, it's
Oh.
common lettering. It's just not the common language. So
All right, could my character like cast it though?
yeah,
Like
yeah, just by
if I
reading it,
read
you
it.
can.
Okay.
Awesome.
Maybe my demon hand can take a look and tell you.
Oh yeah.
I pull out.
Frank.
Hey Frankie. Hey Frankie. Hey, it's me. It's Pila. Can
Oh,
you
hi.
take a? Yeah. Oh, so we found this interesting scroll. It does something. We don't know though. It's crazy.
You
Take a look.
Turn Frank over to him. Frank's like, "Oh golly gee willikers, get face me away. I don't like that. That's bad. It's real bad.
Ooh.
Oh, come on, Frankie. You got to help us out.
No, I don't want to even look. It hurts my little eyes."
All right. This guy's
Okay.
useless.
With something that is bad against demons, though, or I mean, good against demons, and that's why he doesn't like it. Yeah. And one other question I had for the group. So, like, one of my dead guys was a hunter who I feel like would be good at tracking blood. I think Jordan, you had mentioned you had a hunter. Are they alive?
Yeah, Zako the hunter, who
They're
was your
also dead.
king and is now dead.
Oh,
So
Long
okay.
live the king.
You do not need to worry about tracking the blood because it is copious.
Okay.
Also,
Ew.
it's also anywhere that the blood has fallen. As you're following it, you notice that the plant life is like withering and dying.
Okay.
But
All
yeah,
right.
no, you don't need
Well-
to roll to track this. It's very easy.
All right.
Um,
Well, let's
Get
track it
tracking.
by not rolling.
You don't need to. It's too easy. You follow the blood trail.
Before we go, does anybody want to be king? Because again, honestly, being king, having the spear, being in charge, I don't really believe in leadership. So I just if anyone
Leonardo is like reaching as while you're talking.
you know what, your eagerness makes me a little nervous to give this to you. Is there anyone else
Mode
that
is
wants
just
to be
like
king?
3 steps behind you, always bowing when you look at his general direction. Like you are the king.
Oh, you're so kind to me, of course. Well, Neolardo, if you're the only one, then I guess
Cool.
you get to be king. I hold out the spear.
If the king decrees it, of course.
I mean, I'd love to be. Can I be your knight or something?
Absolutely, and he'll trade you his long sword for this spear.
Oh, thank you, my king. And I give you the spear. And I take your
Wow.
Awesome.
sword.
Yeah,
Fish
the
scale.
longsword's a D8.
Fish scale king? That's not what I was signed up for.
The spear is a D8, I believe. I mean, the king having a weird body defect makes some more sense, honestly. Seems more
Mhm.
realistic.
Well, I mean, what would you rather have, Hulk King or Fish King?
It's a tough call.
One of them is wearing a Speedo. The other one has scale.
Yeah.
One of them looks like they're ready to go for a swim. The other one is actually quite good at swimming. As you're approaching, you hear the sounds of running water. And you come upon a little abandoned mill with one of those water wheels on it. It's pretty broken down. It doesn't look like anyone's been living here for a while. And on the other side of it, a river.
Well, would you look at that modern technology in action?
Does the blood go into the structure or over it or past the river?
It goes over it, and it looks like it goes probably across the river if it continues in the sort of straight line that it's been going.
Okay. Anyone want to take a quick look in the mill, or should we just keep going? I'm okay to keep going.
I mean, I did throw my club, and I really don't want to throw it again. So if we could pick up maybe some ranged things here, or just something lighter.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Aberrus the Unruly will take out his 10-foot pole and approach the door and kind of like knock from 10 feet away.
If you bonk into the door that's like barely on its hinges just falls inward.
They're open, guys. Let's go.
Oh.
Does everyone go inside the mill, or does anyone stay outside?
I'm going to send Demote in and Aberrus, my unruly wizard's apprentice, in, but Guthrie is a little too scared, so he's going to stay out and listen for bees. But the other two will go.
Very good.
Say King Neilard will stay outside as well.
Pila will stay outside, and they'll pull out a deck of cards and say, "Does anyone know how to play? Anyone here want to play some cards? I know how to play Old Maid. I know how to play. We can play some poker."
Oh, deal me in, says the demon hand.
All right, you shut up, Frank. You weren't helpful earlier, okay? Maybe when you're helpful, you can play poker. Until then, yeah, you're just gonna be sitting in my pocket.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I'm gonna bet I'm finding something better inside, and the gambler Gib is gonna forego playing cards with you and go inside. Jana and Irina will stay outside though.
Okay. And I'm gonna put my 10-foot pole away because it's probably awkward on the inside, but I will take out my dagger.
For those who venture inside the mill, it looks like it's been abandoned for probably several years. The structure's in disrepair. Very dusty, but there's like some overturned broken chairs, a dusty table, an unlit fireplace. Nothing particularly jumps out at you. Like whoever left here probably grabbed their stuff before they went.
Did the blood, when it flew over, did it like seep down through the ceiling?
Oh, it would have hit on the roof, but it seems like the blood is just very corrosive to vegetation. It doesn't seem like it's like corroding through the building. Though there probably are some holes in the roof where it has leaked through and it's like dripped onto the floor in certain places.
I think table legs make good clubs if you need a club.
I mean, it can't hurt to have more than one, right?
No.
How many table legs are broken on the floor?
Oh, you can get 2 whole table legs.
Cool.
Dual wheel table legs.
Dual wheel table legs, like poor Frederick.
You better watch out. I got 2 table legs.
Don't cross me, buddy.
Time to set the table. That doesn't even make sense.
This is mahogany.
Get ready to take a seat and get served.
There we go. That's good. For those who are outside, you hear a noise coming from the riverbank around the other side of the house.
Just around the river bend.
No, a little bit like that.
Okay.
Guys, stop your card game. What's going on? Something up?
Oh, what's going on? What's happening?
I'm gonna run down and look up the screen and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Foley will go with you. All right. What are you guys seeing over here?
Oof. 2 deer. Looks like
damn.
No deer. Oh dear.
Oh dear. 2 deer who looked like they had been drinking from the river. one of them looks like it has a wild look in its eye. The other one is backing
Uh-oh.
off. The one with, and you see that the ichor has like mixed in with the water. So
Yeah.
the deer, let's see here.
Gotta drink upstream,
yeah.
dear. You know this. Come on.
Right? Come on. There's the deer, you hear that sort of like bone. Oh, we got a dog on stream.
Dog on stream.
All right.
Stop
Dog on
everything.
stream.
Dog on stream.
Dog
Dog
on
on
stream. So yeah, no, the deer, you hear that bone cracking effect that you hear like in werewolf movies when people are transforming.
Great.
Great.
Where
And
deer?
the deer,
Where deer?
its face begins to change as its bone structure reshapes and its eyes get closer together. Its teeth grow longer and sharper. And its antlers also get longer and sharper. And it looks at the other one. Oh, and it's like muscles kind of bulk out and it gets like physically bigger. And it eyes the other deer that's like, oh, I don't know about this. And the one that's like transforming like yowls in this weird high-pitched scream, like blood frothing from its mouth, and it charges at the still normal deer and just like skewers it on its big antlers. But it kills it so bad. Like thrashing its head around so that the body like thrashes all over the place and then throws it off of its head, and it just looks enraged, and now there's blood all over its antlers dripping down. And it's looking.
I'll
it's looking
holler
all
for
over
our
the place.
friends.
Oh, I'm sorry, you holler? All right.
Yeah. Oh no.
That deer is freaking yoked.
Like,
well,
guys,
here's the question.
we got a deer over. Uh-oh.
Yeah, when you say, guys, we got a deer over, the deer's head just like its neck like cracks in a weird way, and it like does the Exorcist neck turn all the way around and looks in your direction.
That's not normal. Yeah, I made a choice.
Sure.
It was not the right choice.
The deer is now headed in the direction of the party members who saw it.
Right. Yeah. I ready my weapons, I guess. Ready to.
With my 35 speed, I move back 35 feet and take out a staff.
I'm faster than beasts, but am I faster than deer? We're gonna find out.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like the people that are outside are gonna stand their ground against the pandemonium deer.
The deer-demonium.
The deer-demonium.
Well, we gotta sacrifice at least one peasant to see how strong it is.
Yeah. The people who are inside hear Jordan's character. I don't remember which one it was.
Yeah, the beekeeper. Sorry.
The beekeeper. Here that's Guthrie, right? Here, Guthrie yowl from outside. They sound distressed.
Oh, what was that?
If you go over to a window. Yeah, it's that sound.
There's a big freaking deer out here. There's a big deer. It's got lots of muscles.
If any of you go over to like one of the broken windows, you can see this scene unfolding. A deer, the horrible mutant deer, walking up the riverbank towards your fellow party members.
I'll probably rush out to assist, I think, and demote will follow.
We're not hiding? Okay.
My only guy who's at this point.
Breaking up, Bob.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Bob, you're breaking up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Early there. You're real slow.
It says my connection is unstable.
Yikes.
Can you hear me?
Try turning off your camera.
Yeah, I would try turning off your camera.
And just go audio only.
Mm-hmm.
Is that any better?
Well,
we can
yeah, I
hear
can
you.
hear you uninterrupted now.
Okay. Yeah, I was saying my inside I've established is pretty much a coward, so he's gonna that he might try to throw from the window.
Okay. I got most of that. Cool. Yeah, let's roll up another quick initiative here. Pandemonium Deer rolled an 8. Did anyone get above a 20?
I got a nat 20.
Wow.
21.
Did anyone get between 15 and 20? No. Okay. 10 to 15. Oh, all right. Well, we're continuing the trend from last battle. 5 to 10.
9.
Okay.
5 for me.
4.
Can I say I'm really disappointed that the extra handsome Templar did not survive?
I'm
And
sorry, he didn't
I'm
make
gonna hold
it.
that against you, Lex, for the rest of our lives.
For the rest of our lives. He was so handsome.
He was so handsome.
The year was 2023, and we had the most handsome NPC I've ever seen.
All right, you have no idea. Okay, this kid, chiseled jaw. All right.
And Lex took him away with a
With the
falling rock at the
dimples.
beginning of the combat, like it was
The
nothing.
cutest little nose. And Lex said no.
Oh, you want to be happy? Rock.
Yep, exactly.
You want love? Not for you.
Nope.
You want love?
Davis, please, what are your folks doing?
Oh, Bootsy will get up and Bootsy will be like, all right, my king, I will defend you with my life. And he'll run in with his longsword raised high in the air. Ah!
Sure. Attack that deer.
Dang, I'm rolling good. 16.
16 is a hit.
All right. 4 on the die, so it's 7 damage.
Wow. Okay. You carve into that deer. It's gross, but you are significantly hurting it.
It's Bootsy's time to shine. And he'll say that. That's his catchphrase. It's Bootsy's time to shine. And then Pila will go up next, the halfling. She was outside. She'll pull out a dagger, and does she have enough? Is she fast enough to like get behind the deer?
Probably not, because it's kind of in the water. It'd be a little too difficult. I'm gonna say.
It's in the water. Okay,
it's like coming out of the water right now. So right now, yeah, like Bootsy is standing on the riverbank, just slashing at this thing.
That's a 19.
Wow. Okay. Maybe this combat will end before anybody else gets to act. Let's find out.
It's a big old 1 damage.
Oh, okay.
Hell is going to stay far away. They can't really attack things.
Okay.
They have a -2 to strength. And then let's see. Kel with their turn will cheer everyone on. You can do it, Bootsy. I believe in you. In all of my years, I have never seen a man more gallant than you, Bootsy. Foley will run up with his hammer and be like, all right, dear, you're pretty slow, but you know what? And I respect your muscles. I respect the grind, but I got to take you down. And I rolled a 14 because it's got +1 to strength. So it's
a 14 will hit.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Lex. I don't mean to be rolling this well. 4 damage.
4 damage. Wow.
3 + 1 with his pick. He's got a pick. I usually use this on rocks and stuff, but I'll use it on you today.
Cool.
That's his turn. That's
right.
me.
Jordan.
Guthrie is going to, very scared, he's going to rush up with his staff and say, "Oh, for the king, I guess." 15.
15 hits.
1 damage.
All right.
And then
Power of bees.
I don't know. It's pretty far away. So if I'm just coming out of the building, can I run down there or no?
Can you run down there and attack it? Probably, yeah. You can just make it there and give it a hit, unless that character has like a lower than normal speed.
We'll go like halfway, and then Abris will take the 10-foot pole and kind of plant it in the ground and direct Demote to like hold it at an angle. So if it charges us, it'll run right into the pole.
Oh.
I think that's our plan. And those are my 3 guys, so I'm done.
Cool. The deer, the pandemonium deer. The pandemonium deer doesn't like all these people boxing it in. It's gonna try to gallop and break free of everyone. Antler first. So the people standing around it are several of Davis's characters right now, and I don't think anybody else.
One of mine.
Oh, one of yours.
The beekeeper.
The beekeeper. Oh, Guthrie.
Who is in our hearts forever. Don't kill him.
I swear to God, Lex, if you take another one of these handsome people away from me.
Okay, so Davis, are all 4 of your characters standing around this?
No, 3. Hell can't do attacks.
3 of your characters, and then Guthrie. So that maps to a D4 pretty nicely. Okay, 3, which is one of Davis's characters. That if Pella or Foley, whichever one is standing next to them.
I'll let you randomize it. I'll do a D4 and half. 1 is Pila, 2 is Foley. That's a 2. Foley. No, not Foley. He only has 1 hit point.
Oh, well, let's find out if he dodges this creature that rushes at
Whoa,
him.
kid. Whoa. All right. Enough with the antlers. Okay. Whoa.
Enough. Okay. The I assume that I assume a 15 is gonna hit him.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he dies because he had 1 hit point.
He deals more than 1 damage?
He only needs to deal 1 damage.
Yeah, I know.
And he deals a minimum of 1 damage. Yeah. So the deer slams into Foley with its antlers and catches Foley on the antlers, and as it runs past. So now like Foley's bleeding out body is just hanging from the antlers of this deer as it sort of like it breaks free of those people. And then let's see, who's it going to go against?
As Foley dies, he holds up. He's like, "Take this $5 Dunkin' Donuts gift card. Get yourself a cappuccino."
If you can't do a Boston
medieval
accent,
fantasy runs on Duncan.
if you can't do a Boston accent, just think of the most Boston thing you can and have the character do that. So, yeah, and then the creature, let's see. Jordan, you said you set up like a thing for it.
Yeah, so Abris has a 10-foot pole. So I think they like wedge it into the ground, maybe next to a rock. And then he instructed Demote to like also brace and hold it from underneath in case it charged us. So
it might.
Oh, and then they did this. La, 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 to try and get its attention. I forgot to mention that. That's what they did.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, it'll charge that, and we'll see if that 10-foot pole is going to skewer it or not.
I mean, it's no spear.
It's not a spear.
It's just a stick without the spear part.
There's no metal part. There's no pointy part on it. But yeah, the deer charges forward, impaling itself on the 10-foot pole. So the 10-foot pole goes through its shoulder and like out the other end. The creature doesn't seem to notice or care that much. But it takes some damage. So you can roll 1d4 damage.
2.
And then it's biting at the two guys that are there.
Oh. Okay.
Dope.
Try it.
It bites one of them.
Demote.
Demote, sure. It bites
Or
Demote.
the- okay.
And
Alright.
does its bite is actually significantly worse than its antler attack, so it does. I mean, how many hit points does Demote have?
2.
Oh, he might live through this.
Might.
Yeah, he took 1 point of damage.
Well, did you hit me? I assume. I guess.
Oh yeah, I rolled a 19.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't even
Demote
gonna
will try
ask.
to bite back next round, but that's in the future.
Yeah. So the deer takes a chunk out of Demote's arm. It seems like it's kind of stuck on this thing now. I mean, it's not smart. It's just angry. I'm sorry. How many damage points did the impaling deal to it when I asked you to roll 1d4?
2.
2. Okay, I just didn't write it down. That's the deer's turn. It is now Bob's character's turn.
Okay. Can you hear?
You're just as bad as you were. Sorry. But I think turning off webcam did seem to help. So if you want to go back to doing that, there was a trick I used to use with Zoom that really shouldn't work. But if you minimize Zoom, but I can't do it while I'm recording, so I'm not going to do that for myself. But if you minimize
Okay.
Zoom, it becomes just like a little preview window in the corner of your screen, and that takes less bandwidth for some reason, or at least in previous versions of Zoom it used to. So I used to when I had my old computer set up, I would do that sometimes.
Okay. I have it minimized now and the video off. Can you hear me okay? Or I could just use the chat in Discord.
You do sound a lot better now, actually. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you can understand me, I'm going to have King Neolardo just a spear and then go from there. Oh. Spear attack is a 13 to hit.
Is that with the +3 magic spear bonus?
Yeah, that's with the 3.
Oh, okay. That does actually hit, yeah.
Okay. And then let's see. Well, it's an 8 plus 3, 11.
Wow. 11 points of damage. So this thing is already impaled on this pole, and then the Neolardo runs in and stabs it in the side with the spear, and it the wound smokes and sizzles because this thing has become demonic and the spear is extra good against it. It's actually really, really hurt now. It's still thrashing around,
it's still alive,
but it's really hurt.
Also have Gregor, who was outside, just run up with his short sword that he has and take a swing with that. Cat-faced man, that's only a 9 to hit though.
9 will not hit.
Okay, so Gregor misses and the other guy's inside, so he's just gonna pass.
All right. Sarah, your characters. Would someone like to finish this thing off?
They can try. Can Gib make it there?
Probably yes, because now the creature
Probably
has
yes.
moved onto shore, so it shouldn't be any problem for anybody inside the house.
Okay. Gib's gonna run in, and hit with one of the table legs. Is the 4 gonna hit?
The table leg. A 4 won't hit though.
Fabulous. Next up will be Jana trying to hit with their pole. Does an 8 hit?
No, it does also not hit. Sorry.
All right. What does this NPC have?
They have a sling.
They do. Okay. Never mind. None of mine hit. That was
Okay.
a 2.
They run up with a stick. They whiff. They run up with a pole. They whiff. A rock flies over the beast's head. Oh. Davis.
That is my name.
That's true. Okay, it's Jordan's turn. No, Davis, you can go ahead and take your turn.
Oh, dang. Bootsy's going to be like, I can't believe you killed Foley. It's time for you to meet your end, you megafauna. That's an 8. It's 11 to hit.
11 is just shy, 1 point shy of its armor class.
I'm not going to burn any luck. Hila is going to get behind it. Can I be behind it?
Now you can get behind it. It is stuck in the ground, so it's pretty easy to do that.
All right. That's just a 9.
Nope.
So I miss. Hell is just gonna yell more encouragement. Foley might be dead, but the rest of us are still alive. Be brave, my guardians. And they'll continue to watch from a distance. No, they'll throw their hammer. They'll throw a hammer. Can I?
Brave, and the bees, like, he just gets so excited. He's like ready to attack.
Get him, Guthrie. Your power of bees, surely it cannot resist them.
Jordan, it's your turn. What's Guthrie gonna do?
He's attacking with a staff. Ah! 16.
That hits.
Cocked. 2 damage.
Nope, not yet.
Wow.
He had 3 hit points.
Abris the wizard pulls out a dagger and attacks. For a 17.
That definitely hits. You don't need to roll damage for this. It only had 1 hit point.
Well, I did 3 damage.
Wow. The wizard
Overkill.
the wizard stabs the life out of this horrible mutated deer.
Demote doesn't understand that it's not dead, so he attacks.
It's really easy to hit.
First.
Wow. Does it change back, or is it permanently?
No, it's permanently
dissipate?
gross. Yeah.
Ugh. We have to swim through this. Don't drink the water.
Don't drink the water. Whatever you do. I know that Bootsy is very thirsty and hungry, but don't drink the water, please.
You think this deer is all right to eat?
No, absolutely not. But yeah, I like this scene is the deer, a giant mutant deer that's impaled on a stick that has been shoved into the ground, and all of these people are around it who have just been hitting it and stabbing it. And it's just like, but hanging off of its antlers is one of the people who's just like dead.
What about that other deer that it impaled?
Hopefully.
Oh,
Is
it
that around
threw
here?
it. Yeah, it threw it across the to the other riverbank. Its corpse is lying there. You could eat that.
We need to hurry. If it's changing, I don't want like demon raccoons coming after us, guys. We gotta.
The worst.
All raccoons are demons, says Bootsy.
The demon
no
is like,
thing
oh yeah,
as a
I can
good
confirm
raccoon."
that. They're close relatives, you know.
Hey, Frank, I thought I told you to shut your mouth until you had something constructive to say. All right, buddy?
Whoa. I just feel like I'm real underappreciated right now.
You haven't been giving us any advice that's been helpful. Like that deer came out of nowhere. You could have told us that was something that could happen, but you didn't.
Well, I didn't know. I know what happens when mortals drink the blood of the world ender, you know? I mean, I've never drank it. Oh, that's not true. I have had it on occasion, but I'm a demon. It doesn't bother me. It just tastes kind of citrusy.
Frank, how do we stop the world ender?
Oh, you gotta kill his heart. You could you could use that there spear. That'd be real effective, but you should be able to
spear?
you should be
Hold it up to him.
no, it's bad.
Yeah, you don't like that. Okay.
But any old weapon can do it, just a lot more work, you know?
Yeah.
But that's the thing, the heart is vulnerable.
Yeah. It's probably why he sent it away with wings.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's why.
Okay. Hey, what does this scroll say?
Ah! You stop showing me that. I like
okay,
it.
I'll stop the minute you tell me what it says. But yeah,
I can't even read it. It's too long.
We'll come back to this. We'll come back. Okay.
Ooh.
You mouth off again. There's a scroll in it for you, just so you know.
Ooh, that scroll really butters my biscuit.
All right, Frankie, for the helpful information, the next time we play poker, you can play as well. But
Ooh.
if you're ever rude again, you know what you're getting.
The pocket.
The packet and the scroll.
And the scroll. You get the scroll. You get
A
the pocket.
glove with the scroll written on the inside.
Ooh, that's torture. Okay, cool. So do you folks continue, or actually fording the river is not super difficult. It's not very deep, but it does have that gross ichor in it.
Can we go upstream?
Oh, you can go upstream of it. That's true.
I want to do that really quick and then swim across.
Okay, you do that. You do that.
Please, King, show off your wondrous swimming capabilities.
So King Neolardo heads over upstream of the gross skunk and has a beautiful dive into the water in slow motion, and then emerges on the other side, glistening.
Wow.
Bootsy
He really is the king of Atlantis.
Okay, yeah. The water is not actually supposed to be too much of an obstacle, so you can cross pretty easily. There aren't very many good water challenges in this, unfortunately, for the thing that Neolardo rolled. But
Thank goodness we're not playing Oregon Trail, because let me tell you, nothing more dangerous than those rivers.
Yeah, jeez. Get all your supplies washed away. Gosh. Lose all those animals.
Right.
So yeah, you continue following the blood trail to the base of a large hill, small mountain. You know how it is. And it looks, when you look up, you can see there is a cave up there that this thing seems to have flown into.
We entered the cave.
But
I just say to the group,
Really
not like we
creepy.
all enter immediately.
But there's something else you notice. There are, let's see.
It's anyone's heartbeat. Boom, boom.
Well, there are three horses that are tied up down here at the base of the mountain. And the horses have been like really freaked out that this blood is around there, and are like trying to, they're trying to pull away from the their binding so they can get away from it.
What kind of horses are they? We talking like work horses?
They're nice horses. They're riding horses, but two of them look fine. One of them looks very expensive. Neolardo would recognize this.
Yeah, he's familiar with the breed, of course.
The bridle, it's silk. It's so nice.
Looks like we might have some competition.
That or the heart is busy possessing whoever three people are in this cave right now.
Oh yeah, that too.
Does the blood trail lead into the cave?
Yes.
Any signia on these horses? Like they're from a neighboring kingdom, or?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
As a wizard apprentice?
Ooh, there would
From a
be.
neighboring kingdom?
Let's see.
10 points to Davis.
Let's see. This is does it say the name of the kingdom that he's from? I know the name of the guy. Oh, yep, it does. These are the mounts of House Featherstone.
Oh.
Which is just a nearby like barony.
They totally got us on our homecoming last year. I've been so upset with them.
Right?
Well, I want to
and
charge
they're
it.
capitalists.
Yeah.
Says Bootsy.
Bootsy's like capitalists.
And they don't match their socks in the morning.
That might be the worst
Yeah.
of them all.
So you folks gonna climb up to the cave? It's a pretty easy climb. There's a
Mhm.
rough path up there.
Yeah.
I'm
When we get up there, can Gregor, with his cat ears, try to listen into the cave?
Oh, yes, he can. Have Gregor test his luck.
Gregor, what do your cat ears hear?
All right. He rolled a 2, and his
Ooh.
luck is 9.
That's very good. Gregor can hear the sounds of 2 people talking.
Mm.
There's like a very haughty voice is like, well, why hasn't Reginald returned yet? I demand to know what that thing was. And the other guy's like, oh, I'm sorry, my lord. He'll probably be back soon. Just don't get upset, please. We'll still succeed in our mission. I don't know what this strange monster is. That's what he's heard so far. He can stay there and continue to listen or return to the party.
I just relay all that to the party.
I don't know who these guys think they are, but we're the ones with the spear. And we might have accidentally released this monster to begin with. We should probably go put an end to it. So
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
go introduce ourselves. I don't know. Like, yeah. And Demote's
just-
already halfway in the cave. He's walking.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, there are only 2 of them, and there's 14 of us.
Yeah, right.
13 of us?
True.
Yeah. If you walk into the cave, let's see. There are 2 lanterns illuminating this cavern. The blood trail has discolored the stone and can clearly be seen as it goes through the chamber and down a rough passageway beyond. A man in ringmail armor is standing there, speaking with, or standing between the cavern entrance and another man dressed like a noble. He whirls around when he hears someone enter, clearly shocked at your appearance. Halt! Not one more step further, and calls back, "My lord, there's intruders."
You don't live here. Like,
Yeah, you don't own this
intruders, I mean,
cave.
it's just an
Classic Featherstones.
yeah. Capitalists saying they own property. What do you do?
What do you own, the rocks?
Is there a giant beating winged heart of death in here, demonic in nature? That's what we've come to destroy. Stand not in our way, knights.
Does everyone enter, or does just
My 3 characters do.
Yeah, all in.
I
Mhm.
say my
Let's go.
characters are in
all
there.
right? You all enter. They're just like, he's like, the fancy man comes forward, and he says, I see bounty hunters out to deal with this strange monster. And then he looks over and he sees who has the spear.
It's
Leonardo.
Yeah. Who is also a noble. So
who's
I don't
also
know
a
if he would
noble,
have any connection with these dudes in some way, some distant way.
Yeah, you've probably been to parties together. And he sees you.
But now I look different with my fish skin.
Yeah. And
Grew up in noble school
he
together.
looks and he's like, Leonardo, is that you?
'Tis I. I have been changed by the powers of this spear that I hold before me, and am now destined to strike down the strange cardiac beast that has flown into this cave.
He looks at the spear, he looks at you, he looks at everyone else, and he said, and you could, there's a clearly greedy look in his eyes, and then he's like,
Oh,
well, I suppose that my manservant here and myself could assist you in your noble quest. Especially since you have the spear.
don't get any ideas, Featherstone.
he's like his perfect Farrah Fawcett hair. He whips it back, and he says, I wouldn't dream of it. Neolardo, you're just being paranoid.
I look back at all my companions and I'm like, no way, like don't trust this guy. But
Hey, are you talking down to our king?
Yeah.
Only we can talk to him like that, all right? You gotta get in line.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you're right. I apologize, Your Majesty. You can tell you really
but
don't
you
want
don't have to go
that.
that far. But
Yeah.
but we should press on and find this creature.
Okay. It's like, well, it went down that way, and I sent my my other god Reginald after it, but I don't know if he was successful.
I imagine not so, but we will find out, and you may follow if you wish, Featherstone.
Well, you can give us your weapons and we'll just handle it.
That would also be ideal.
He's just like, we will follow and assist as much as we can. Anything for the crown.
I do want to try to push Neolardo's status here for a second. Does the other manservant guy have any ranged weapons by any chance?
He does not. No.
Okay, just because I knew some of us were looking for that. Okay, so
Yeah,
try to take some of their stuff.
He has a mace, and he's got chain armor, and yeah, that's it. And Featherstone has a dagger, and I think that might be, and he also has armor, but I think that yeah, he's not as well decked out for a fight.
Okay. Well, here's sorry. So then, last question, and I don't want to waste too much time on this because I do want to get after this heart. But Neolardo is one of my 1 hit point guys, so I think that armor would be pretty sweet if he could get that. So he's gonna try and push it here. Featherstone, as appointed by the Templars who worship this spear, and now we have formed a collective around us by sharing in its power, and clearly being the stronger force between us here, it would be of great esteem of you to let me borrow your armor, and I can give it back after this confrontation if needed.
I can just give it back later. He's just like, you would leave me defenseless, my lord. But you can make a personality roll or luck, test luck if you want.
Ooh, my personality is pretty good, but I have been I'm gonna try personality just because I feel like it makes sense here.
Yeah.
And that's a 16.
Oh,
plus
sure.
1, 17. Yeah.
Yeah, he grinds his teeth and has his manservant take off their armor and give it to you.
Okay. So I quickly try to get that on with the help of Gregor and Tonadello.
You have ringmail armor. I don't remember what armor bonus that gives, but it should say in the quick start. I don't remember it off the top
I can
of my
look
head.
it up real quick.
Oh,
actually, it doesn't. I don't see ringmail on the list. We got chainmail.
Oh, use that then.
Okay, yeah, which is very nice.
The party heads into the cave after the king has suited up. As you progress down the hallway, the whole place. Oh, I didn't realize they were named Bart and Tom. That's funny. I just didn't realize they had names. Bart and Tom are good though. So Tom is the guy who gave you the armor, and formerly Reginald and now named Bart is the guy who's off in there somewhere.
Hey, yo, Bart's dead, right?
We're about to find out as you go through the cavern. Sort of twists a little bit. It also is like at a slight slant, and there's just the blood is almost like a little bit of a like there's more of it. It seems like wherever this thing ended up, it must have stopped, but it hasn't like stopped bleeding. So there's blood that's like pooling in certain places, and you come to a wide cavern hallway, which is slanted slightly, so it is deeper, or it's like lower on one side than it is on the other. I have room for this. Where is it? The left-hand wall. Blood has pooled in this sloped hallway. Along the left-hand wall, the floor is higher, and patches are still not submerged in the blood. On the right, about halfway down the hallway, I assume someone has a light source. Does anyone have a light source? Actually, that's a good question.
I think we picked up some of those lanterns.
I have a lantern.
Yeah, say Gregor had a lantern.
Yeah, and Irina has a candle.
Cool.
I do have a candle.
Yeah, so on the right, about halfway down the hallway, is the body of a heavily armored warrior slumped face first in 1 foot of ichor.
I run down, Demote does, and try to pull him out.
Sure.
So he can breathe.
You run down, splashing into this goopy, blood-clotted mess. As you're about to reach the figure, when you realize that your legs are starting to burn, and you realize that your flesh is beginning to be eaten away by this disgusting substance. Roll me a fortitude saving throw.
Oh no.
6.
Oh no.
That passes, right?
You take 1 point of caustic acid damage.
Demote has died.
Oh no.
Oh.
Demote's been demoted to dead.
His furry fur gone forever.
Oh, he was the furry one.
But I made fan art.
Demote is runs out to try and grab this guy, and then goes like and falls, being dissolved in this horrible gunk. What does everyone else do?
Well, that didn't seem to work out so well.
Mm,
Wish I had my 10-foot pole.
King, do you want to try using the spear to like maybe the spear will like move the blood away and keep us safe from it potentially, because it had that like area.
Yeah, is the blood like blocking where we need to go? Is that what's
So like I said, it's a sloped hallway, so it's like at a slant.
Okay.
If you stay to the left, most of it is not like submerged, but on the right is where all the blood is pooling because it gets like a foot lower. And that's where that's where 2 bodies now are.
No.
So we can just stay on the left.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we can either stay on the left, or depending on how wide this hallway is, I could just try to use the spear to like drag the bodies over. I don't know if we need to see the
Well, I was like, they might have a ranged weapon or armor.
That's
Oh
true.
yeah. Do you want if you get closer, you actually Demote would have noticed this before his untimely demise. So that character had a longsword, chainmail, and a crossbow.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So using the spear, 12-foot spear, right? Try to rake these bodies over. Can we reach across?
I mean, if you stab it through the neck.
Oh, or that.
Can Jana try to assist? Because Jana has a pole.
Oh, nice.
I've got Bootsy still has their pitchfork.
Pitchfork actually seems perfect for this.
Yeah, it kind of does. Ew.
Bootsy's also huge, so.
Oh well, that's true.
E30.
Yeah, no, you can poke it. You can stand on the other side and try and poke at it. The corridor is pretty wide, but the pitchfork is still like a pretty long implement. So yeah, it seems like it would work. You can poke it down and poke it into the fallen knight. The pitchfork goes into their mostly rotted flesh very easily. Actually, like it gives like a like a jello kind of. And now you have to pull it back. So I would say, so it definitely gonna be a strength roll. You can have a D24 with it because people are helping you. And yeah, it's just as you start to pull it back towards you, like this stuff, the blood is like really gooey and it's like not giving as much as you want it to. So I don't know what DC I want to set for this. Maybe a 16.
All right. I'll do a D20 and a D4. Wait, no. This is a D24 is a D12 and a D6. Right? I think that's what it says in the what's the dice chain, Judge?
I was gonna say you could just if you have a dice roller, you just roll a D24 by using a dice calculator, which I think is the easiest way to do it.
19 plus 3 is a 22.
Wow, you did
I
it!
swear, I could do math, I promise.
You use your farming implement in pretty much exactly the way the farming implement is designed to be used, and spear some stuff and pull it up and then bring it over to you. The guy's like leg falls off, but otherwise it's like I don't know, it's like the 1980s Blob movie, you know? He's real gooey now.
Ugh.
He's been sitting in this stuff a little while. But you're able to bring him over and you can get those items. Looks like the blood is caustic to organic material, but as you learned earlier, not inorganic material.
Let's shake out the armor.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants the armor?
I mean, my beekeeper will take it, but it's because he's scared.
Jeffrey is precious and needs to be protected, so I'm down with that.
Yeah,
Right.
give it to the beekeeper.
What's the armor?
Chainmail.
Chainmail. And there is a longsword and a crossbow.
I mean, he has a staff, so I'll take a longsword if possible.
Yeah, and I think Sarah wanted arranged.
But I shouldn't take two things if somebody wants a longsword.
Sarah,
I'll take the crossbow.
Cool.
Could my elf take the staff?
My staff, my old staff, sure.
Yeah.
It's just a D4, but
You don't want my table legs?
I mean, they'll take the table legs. You mean I get to bash some people with these two wooden table legs? In
Hell
all
yeah.
my years, I've never heard of such a thing. That's Kel's thing, as they say. In all my years, I haven't seen X.
Yeah, and then it's really ambiguous how old they are. It's like, are they old for a human? Are they old for an elf? Are they young for an elf, but they're old for a human? It's just difficult for everyone, and they are never really forthcoming with the information.
Now with these table legs and my glass beads, and they take out like some glass beads between their fingers, I'll be unstoppable.
Okay. You hear a noise coming from the cave entrance.
All right. Oh, the entrance where we came in.
Yes, the entrance from where you came in. There's the whole mountain shudders.
Uh-oh.
And in your minds you hear, leave this place. That don't go any farther to my heart. I have trapped you here. Well, I trapped my heart here. I mean, it wasn't very hard, but mostly I found out you weren't still in the settlement, and then I got over here as quickly as possible. And I found that deer that you killed. That was such a nice deer. Anyway, don't you get any far? I'm gonna get you. And you hear a scraping sound as the arm of this guy is reaching through the cave mouth, and like. It's when you reach into like you're trying to reach around a corner and you can't really see what you're doing. So their big like clawed hand is like scraping around like in the hallway that you're currently in, like trying to get, just like, I know you're in there. So the people who are definitely in the back are Lord Featherstone and the Tom, his other man at arms. But anyone else who was near the back of the cave, let me know, and we will need reflex saving throws from them.
I would probably be towards the back if I was moving towards a range position.
Oh yeah, let's see.
So
Two of
it's
my guys
coming in from the
probably.
back?
Well, whoever was at the back of the group, which means whoever was closer to the entrance of the cave.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we'll say Abris was there, sure.
Yeah.
And reflex saving throw?
Yep.
We'll
Look for
say
a 12.
Pila's there.
That is a
Well,
19 plus
oh.
1, 20.
14.
And 8 for Gregor.
No. No. Burn some luck.
Oh, you could actually.
Jana got a natural 20 for 21, and Irina, what did you get? Where's your sheet? Irina gets a 3.
Ooh.
No.
All right. Gregor will burn 4 luck out of his 9 total to get it up to a 12.
Gosh. Well, Irina is probably not going to make it. Yeah, and I'm sorry, was there somebody else who failed? Because Gregor lucked it out of it. So I think
Jana was good.
Yeah, so I think it was just
Hila passed.
Yeah, so I think it was just Irina. So Irina's like, what? And and I'm sorry, not Lord Featherstone, but Tom, the other one, the other man at arms. The hand like grabs at both of them and like squashes them up against the wall of the inside of the cave.
Both of them?
Both of them in one swoop because it's a big hand. And he's here. Oh, I knew some of you were in here. I'm going to get all of you. If just maybe if I reposition, I could reach farther. But it looks like he can't actually reach that much farther in. I mean, maybe if you repositions, but you could probably just head on further into the cave. You wouldn't have to deal with that arm.
Away we go.
Did that other man at arms have a crossbow?
He did not. He only had a mace because you already took his armor.
Oh, right. Okay.
You'd also have to get within range of the hand to get it.
Okay, so Irina, our NPC, is not making it?
Correct. Not making it.
Okay. In her final moments, can she toss the sling to the party?
Sure. Here,
If anyone
it's
wants a
dangerous
sling.
to go alone, take this.
Hell will catch it because they have a staff now, but they actually really should not be in combat. Thank you, Irina. I'll never forget you. In all my years, I've never met someone so brave.
Splat.
Splat.
Oh, great. You head off down the cave tunnel. And yeah, you can just hear, I'm going to get you if I can just it's really difficult. And you enter into a wide chamber. As you approach it, you can hear the beating of a heart. By the time you reach this chamber, the beating of the heart is so loud that you can feel it reverberating in your chest. The room smells immensely of blood and sulfur. The floor of this chamber elevates so that when it reaches the northeasternmost part, it is nearly 10 feet higher than at the entryway. So again, like a sloped area. In the farthest edge of the room is the demon's purple-black heart, suspending itself from the uppermost corner with its vast wings. Will it ever run out of blood? Says the flavor text. You watch the severed connections, so the arteries, continue to drip its foul ichor, adding to the rivulets of black blood that run down the passageway to pool at your feet. The heart beats, twitches, and shifts positions as you watch. You feel that even without eyes, it follows your movements. Gross. There it is.
Okay. How high in the air is this heart? Like, is it still flying, you're saying?
It's not, it's like kind of, it's, it doesn't have legs to be like a bat, but imagine like it's a bat hanging from the ceiling of like this area.
Oh.
Maybe just stuck to it, but it's sort of in this corner of the room
but
where
within,
the floor has sloped upward.
Like within reach of melee, or
yeah,
like if
I
we
think
go
so.
up to it though?
I believe so, yes, if you run up to it.
Okay. Because that's what I want to do.
All right. Let's roll from some initiative real quick.
Ooh. Oh man. Now that Foley's dead, I don't have a +1.
Oh, rip.
Oh,
It's always sad when your friend gets antlered before they get a chance to use their Dunkin' Donuts gift card.
Mm-hmm.
A common problem, especially in New England.
It's a huge, got a lot of deer.
Yeah. So, all right. Did anyone get above 20? No. All right. That's fine. Did anyone get between 15 and 20?
15.
Okay. 15 for Davis. Did anyone get between 10 and 15?
12.
Oh, sorry.
Jordan had a 12. Sarah, what did you say you had?
Sorry, I have a 7.
Oh,
I have an 8.
I got an 8.
It hasn't called for your numbers yet.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. How dare you? Let's see here. We've also got the heart, which had a 10. Nice in the middle number there. Okay. So Davis, once again, we're starting with you.
Nice. All right. Charmer, stay behind. I'm gonna run in now. And he talks to this goat again. He's gonna run in, make an attack. Unless can Charmer make attacks? Goats make attacks.
Can goats? They could probably ram something. I don't think they're going to do much damage, but
all right, he'll hang out. He'll hang out. Nat 20.
Wow. It's time to roll on the critical hit table.
And let's see. No, he has Unholy House. Okay. Critical hit table.
Remember to factor in this character's, I assume you bring up the roller, but remember to factor in their luck modifier, or I can also roll it for you if you want.
A luck modifier of 0.
Okay. So I think, yeah, it's just crit 1, so it's the first crit table.
Yes. 0 level characters.
And you roll a d4, I believe.
Oh yeah, it's the if you're using the purple sorcerer one, it sets the action die to d4 by default. So just make sure that's set there.
Okay, cool. I got a 3.
Well, 3.
Which
you want me to read it?
Yeah.
Stunning crack to the forehead. Inflict plus 1d3 damage with this strike, and the foe falls to the bottom of the initiative count next round.
Ooh.
The forehead of the heart.
For the foreheart.
Or the solar
heart head.
plexus, if you will. Please roll your damage.
D4 and a D8. I rolled a 1 and a 3. Plus 3 though, so 7 damage.
7 damage. And yeah, it falls to the bottom of the initiative order. Why would it fall next round if it hasn't gone yet? Kind of makes sense for it to fall this round, right?
It does say next round, but I wonder if it's if it had already gone. You don't want to yeah.
I'll throw it to the bottom for this round.
That sounds cool.
Makes sense.
And yeah. Well, so I'm sorry. How much damage did you do overall?
7.
7.
Rolled 4.
Great.
Kel will use their newly acquired sling. And be like, this is for arena. Ha ha. I'll use the roller since it's up here. 15.
15 hits.
All right. I don't know what the damage on the sling is. Is that it's just a D4?
Yes.
D4. 1 damage.
All right.
And then can Pila get behind the heart?
No. The heart is in the utmost corner of the room.
Right. Oh, okay. Then stab. Is it up in the air?
No, well, no, because it's like the room slopes upward, so
Gotcha. Okay, so then Peel will run up and stab it. The D20. I rolled a 9, so I don't think that hits.
9 does not hit.
All right. That's all my characters.
Jordan.
Guthrie, the BB keeper, runs with his newly acquired longsword and armor to attack the heart. He rolls a 2.
Little goose.
But Abris the Unruly looks up and gets within like 25 feet and then undoes the scroll and starts casting.
Nice.
He casts the spell. The scroll glows brilliantly. Frank is like, "Oh, geez, this is no good. I don't like this at all." And a large, weird, a creature appears in the air. A cross between a serpent and like a bug. It's like a long body that's got scales, but it's got like segmented insect eyes and a lot of little like insect arms along its underbelly, and it has serpent wings, or not serpent wings, it has bat wings. And it's twisting and flying around in the air of this cavern, which is a little small for it. And it's just like well, you wouldn't hear what it says. It says something in a language you don't understand. And again, Frank is like, this is terrible. And it launches itself at the heart.
Sick him.
So
All right, Frank, shut up. All right, we need this bug lizard on our side.
I'm gonna name it Fluffy.
Because it's so fluffy. Yes, I see what you're going for.
I'm gonna put it into the bottom of initiative, well above the heart, but you know. And anything else from any Jordan's other characters?
That's it. 2 characters, 2 turns.
Okay, dokie. Oh yeah, I forgot that. Yeah, all right. Cool. Bob.
All right. First things first, Neil Ardo going in with the spear. So let's see. Oh, that was only a 5 plus 3 for 8.
No.
Okay. So spear misses. We have Tonadello, who will finally throw his dart at the spear, or at the heart. And that's a 13 to hit.
A 13 will hit.
Okay. And that was actually a 4 out of the D4.
Oh, nice.
And then Gregor, remembering that, he started this adventure with a special dagger that is good against demons, just yells out, because I don't remember if anyone still has that dagger, but somebody should use it if they still got it. And Gregor's going to go with his short sword. And that was unfortunately only a 5 to hit.
All right. It is Sarah's character's turn.
All right. Gibbs gonna start off with the crossbow. Does an 18 hit?
An 18 definitely hits.
What's the crossbow? 4 points of damage.
Nice.
And then Jana, why don't you have... Jana's gonna try and run up and swing with the pole. 13 to hit?
13 will hit as well.
Oh, okay. For 1 point of damage.
Nice.
That's my turn.
The strange serpent bug creature attempts to wrap itself around the heart. Give it a good squeeze. Ooh, and definitely hits. So it does that. Now the heart, which wanted to try and fly away from all these people melee attacking it, cannot, because its wings are pinned to its sides.
Yes.
And it's the serpent thing is like biting at it with its weird bug mouth, and the heart just one of its severed arteries just starts spraying blood on the people
Ooh.
who are in front of it.
Okay.
So of all the people who are in front of it, I'm going to pick, well, let's see. Everyone has a character in front of it, don't they?
I do.
So, yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
one from each of you that has a character in front of it. So if you only have one, then it's just that person. But if you have several, pick one at random. After you've picked that person, I need a reflex saving throw from them.
All right. That was only a 2 from Gregor.
18 for Jana.
18 is a success. 2 is not.
Guthrie got a 2.
2 is also not a success.
Pila got a 17.
Oh, that's a success. Cool. So the 2 people that were hit take 3 points of acidic blood damage.
Wow. Did Gregor take any other damage during this thing earlier, like at the beginning?
I don't think so.
Okay, then he's got 1 hit point left.
Good for him.
I swear to God, Lex, if our precious cat Templar dies,
Catman.
coming back to Massachusetts, get you.
But yeah, it looks like this thing wanted to do more, but it couldn't because you summoned that creature and it
Awesome.
bound it up. So it's like
I'm glad a character remembered that they had that scroll.
the
I'm glad we saved it for this fight.
yeah, it is. We're back to Davis's characters.
I don't know. That deer was pretty dangerous. All right, Bootsy will. I'll start with Kel because their attacks are the least exciting.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. We're in a new round. I got to say something that's happening. You hear in your heads, "Oh, I figured it out. I'm going to get you. I've got a plan now." And you hear a cracking sound. And it's like, "Oh gosh, that really hurt. But I'm going to get you." And then you hear a like a skittering kind of sound, and Lord Featherstone, who has been not getting into combat because he's terribly cowardly, it looks behind him back down the hallway and like holds his lantern up, and you can see the hand of the demon severed at the wrist crawling down the hallway towards you.
Oh.
I don't like it.
It's coming at you. And I'm gonna
Don't
roll
get
it into
handsy.
Ooh.
Oh no.
I'm gonna roll it into initiative, but it rolled very low, so it's actually acting at the end of the round. I'm gonna name it Hans, and the heart goes back into the middle of the initiative where it originally was because we're in it.
Okay.
But Davis, I'm sorry for interrupting you. That's just some information for you to soak in.
Okay. Yeah, Kel will take a hit. Take this, you nasty demon heart. Roll the 6. He tries to sling a bullet. A glass bead.
Glass
Take
bead's
my
not
most
very
powerful
effective.
weapon, a glass bead. It just shatters against the wall.
Yeah.
Gila will go next. Can I get behind the heart?
No, you can't get beyond the heart. Stop.
Well, fine. Okay. Whatever. I guess I'll try to stab it. Pila's trying to like squeeze back there, but that's not really working. That's an 18.
An 18 hits.
2 damage.
Okay.
It's time for Bootsy to take the center stage. And Bootsy rolled a 19.
19
I'm
hits.
rolling on the roller now. I started using the online roller because I was rolling too well on the physical dice, and it's.
I was doing too well, so I needed to handicap myself and use it online.
10 damage.
Wow.
Nice.
This thing is messed up. It's not.
Pitchfork goes into like all like up to the handle.
Oh.
Pull it back out. You like this here pitchfork has bailed many a hay, and now it's gonna bail you too.
Jordan.
Guthrie attacks with his sword. He's really excited about it. That's a 6. But the hand is crawling towards them, you said?
Yes.
Can Abreus, who summoned the thing, can he's whip out a dagger and try to like attack the hand?
Yeah, if he wants.
Okay. Nope, that's a 6.
Oh, okay.
Good.
He runs towards the hand, waving his dagger. Slash is missing horribly. And that's all from you. The heart is going to once again attempt to break free of its bind, but it can't. So instead, it just squirts blood all over everyone in front of it because it's literally the only thing it can do. So the people who are in front of it, we need 4 characters that are in front of it. If there are 4 characters in front of it.
17.
Oh, a success from Jordan's character.
The beekeeper survives.
Guthrie.
Wow.
16.
Success from Davis's character.
Yeah.
12 for Jana.
12 is just enough.
And Gregor had an 18.
Wow, everyone succeeded. The caustic blood sprays everywhere, but everyone avoids it. You're all still alive. Bob, it's your character's turns.
Okay. Gregor, since he had a lucky roll, he's going to go first here with a short sword, try to stab the heart, but that is only a 6 to hit. Well, technically 7 with his bonus. So I think that's a miss. Neolardo, a 10, including the +3 on the spear.
No.
Does 10 hit? Oh, dang.
That doesn't
Okay. And then, oh, wait, and Tonadello already threw his dart. So he, oh, man. He got rid of the chain. Yep. He will throw a candle, but it only is a 2 on the attack anyway. So everybody missed.
Sarah.
Okay. All right, let's start with Jana because she's closest. Never mind, that's a 2.
Nope.
Okay. Gib from the back.
Oh,
16?
Gib. 16 will hit. I will point out that Gib is in the back, which means the hand is bearing down on them.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
You can still shoot the heart, though.
I'm still
just
gonna
saying.
shoot the heart.
Yeah, I feel like we got to focus on the heart.
1 point.
Oh, 1 point of damage. Okay. It's real messed up.
That's both of them. Let's take this sucker out.
Hans, the hand, is in combat with that wizard's apprentice, Abris, and it just gives you the poke. Oh yeah, that's gonna hit. That's like a 20 after bonus.
Yep.
Are its stats as good as the demon? No, but it still has a pretty good bonus. How many hit points does Abra have?
3.
Oh, well,
He was the one I wanted to survive too, so I'm gonna be upset.
Abra is still alive at 1 hit point, so congratulations. It gets more than 1 attack. It's gonna lash out, but not at Abra for the second one.
Okay, I was like, damn it.
it's gonna come after somebody else who's at the back. So we've got Sarah's character, and Lord Featherstone. Oh, Lord Featherstone. Oh, Lord Featherstone. Oh, you're dead. Okay, so it's so Lord Featherstone's like, what? And the one of the nailed fingers just pokes straight through him. And coughs up some blood and dies.
Well, I will keep the armor then.
Yes.
That is a bad way to go.
Poked through your chest. Then the creature, the weird serpent creature, because it's now its turn, is going to take a bite out of the heart, and let's see if it can end it. No, it rolled really badly. It is now time for Davis's turn, and a new round.
Spear, plus luck.
Yeah.
This thing's really hurting.
Is anything special happening?
It's bleeding a lot, but it was already bleeding a lot.
All right.
Hard to tell.
It's been bleeding all day.
You know what? I'll have Pila go first. 15 hit.
15 hits.
All right, 1d4. 2 damage.
2 damage. No, it's still alive, but it's really, really hurt.
All right. kind of want Kel to get the last hit. I'll try. I'll try. They rolled a 5. Another glass bead shatters against the wall. Take my second most powerful weapon, another glass bead.
Is it
Also,
Bootsy's time
if
to shine?
anyone needs a weapon, I have some table legs attached to my hip. And Bootsy rolled a 17 to hit.
All right. He doesn't really need to roll damage because I had like 1 hit point, and I know he has a minimum +3 bonus.
5
But you can roll
damage.
damage. 5 damage. Bootsy did it with his pitchfork?
With the pitchfork. Bootsy will jump up like Hulk style and go, Bootsy smash! Bootsy smash! Oh, you got the
Yeah, there. No, I understand. And at that point, so the hand that's just killed Lord Featherstone and is bearing down on Abris is about to attack, and then suddenly it like seizes up and turns to ash. And you just hear no from outside, in your head, whatever. And then a huge crashing sound as something falls. The heart stops beating, and the weird serpent creature, one of its little arms gives you a thumbs up, and then it winks out of existence.
That serpent creature seemed real nice, I gotta say.
Is the hand still barreling down towards us?
No, the hand seized up and then turned to ash.
Okay, cool.
So Abris is like all this ash all over him.
Oh,
We did it.
You've done it,
gang. We did it.
You've solved my dungeon puzzle. Well, it was really
He
more
still
of
look
series
like
of
a
combats.
does he still look like a fish guy, the king?
Yeah.
Or did that revert back? After the heart?
All the mutations are permanent.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
So is the way.
but that's it. We've come up on time. We've come up past time. We're way over time. So thank you everyone for watching this live stream of a slightly altered version of Accursed Heart of the World Ender with my wonderful guests on Jordan's Jocular Junction. Let's go around and everyone can say who they are and where you can find them so we can close out this wonderful game. And I'm going to start with Bob this time.
I am Bob, aka Bob World Builder. That's the name of my YouTube channel. You can find me there, making videos about many different RPGs now, but a lot of 5e stuff. And I have a Patreon with some 5e adventures if you want to go check that out too.
Awesome. Davis.
I'm Davis, hailing all the way from Electric Avenue. And I've been on a few things like Nerd Immersion and the Grey Hawk channel, and also Dank Dungeons is really cool. And also, just whenever Lex decides to let me out of my cage is when you'll see me next. So like this and subscribe to Jordan's channel. I've also been on Jordan's channel before. So just like and subscribe because they're really cool people and this is fun and I want to be let out of my cage again.
Okay. I don't keep Davis in it, please. Sarah.
Hey everyone, I'm Sarah Roberts. You can find me all over the internet as the Hypegoblin on your social media platform of choice, except for Facebook because I refuse to get another account that I have to monitor. If you want to know more about me, go to hypegoblin.com. You can pick up my 5e adventure there that I've recently written and published, as well as find all the links to my Patreon and my social media and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Here.
I'll do my thing before Jordan closes this out because it's his channel. That would make more sense, wouldn't it? I'm Lex. You can find me on Twitter at Dank Dungeons. There's a link tree there to all the different stuff that I do. I do RPGs. I do RPG supplements. I do actual plays. I got all sorts of stuff going on. Check out some of it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, Jordan.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We're going to have links to everybody's stuff down below, so be sure to check that out. And also a link to the adventure. And the goal is to do more of these adventures because they're really fun and they're kind of cool. And you can get a sense if you want to run it or not. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all next time. Woo.